The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
March 2020, the world began to take notice of an international news story that was coming out of Wuhan, China. A concerning virus was racking up a fearsome death toll. COVID-19 would become a worldwide pandemic, and that would change the way we shopped. It would change the way we educate, would change the way we worship, and change the way we even play sports. Last year, the Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association said due to the potential of having to cancel and postpone games due to quarantines, all because of COVID issues, everyone going to make the playoffs. So they just added an extra week. It wasn't a hard thing to do. They just added an extra week to the schedule, and everyone made the playoffs. That's off the table this year. The traditional playoff selection, top half of the district is actually what is picked to go to the playoffs, meaning week one, whoever finishes first and second in the district, you get home field advantage and you take on teams 3 and 4 from your opposing district. For us, it's typically the district to the south, which includes Hilldale, Podo, and those guys. Oologah has long resided in one of the most arguably by winning percentage, the toughest districts in Class 4A. We're past the midseason mark, and the race is on. An impressive Grove Ridge Runner team sits alone at the top of our district, undefeated. Wagner has long dominated 4A3, which is our district, Bristow in Week 5. So you have Grove, Bristow, and Wagner. And Miami got a lot of work to do. They're probably out of the race. Cleveland Tigers, they have 2 district losses. They've got to have some stuff to have happen. So there were 2. There were the Oologah Mustangs, who sat at 3 and 3. And there's the Catoosa Indians, who also set at 3 and 3. You want to make the playoffs. It all begins tonight. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined by Kevin Hogue, our high school principal, and Blake Salt is on the sideline. Gentlemen, one of the biggest challenges that coaches face and the biggest hills that teams have to climb is just answering those tough moments, answering opposition. You know that the speeches in the locker room tonight revolve around you got to believe you're better than the guy that's across from you. Blake, you've been in these situations. This is very much a must-win situation for the Mustangs tonight if they have playoff aspirations.
Absolutely it is. This means so much to the season, and you don't want to overuse the term big game, but this might be the biggest one we've played yet.
Absolutely. Kevin Hogue will bring you in. You're our color commentator for the evening. You walk the hallway with these guys. You get to spend the weeks with them. As we were talking, this is a must-win situation for the Mustangs.
Absolutely. You want to control your own destiny. Okay, you can hear me? You want to control your own destiny, and that's what this game's going to do for you tonight. We're both kind of in a similar spot, looking to win 3 games in a row in district play for the first time since 2018, 2019. So just a monster game, and it's been a great week, and I know they're ready.
You know, the weather forecast all week long, I thought we were going to be I thought Blake was going to be in rain gear. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting in a nice press box, but I thought actually it's turned out to be a beautiful night. There's still something. It's Oklahoma. The weather can do anything, but I think you're going to get a break, as we have for the last several years. I mean, we've had some cold games, but I think it's a beautiful night for high school football.
It's perfect. With the clouds kind of moving off, the humidity's moved off the field, and it's just a perfect night for some Oklahoma football.
It's the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show, and we got a lot to do. Kevin's going to sit down, talk to head coach Darren Wagner, talk a little bit about their preparation. It's a short week, which kind of changes how you prepare and how the kids are ready to go. We'll talk to TJ Erickson from Oklahoma Sports Channel 8. Some big games going on tonight across Oklahoma high school football. They're just in lower classes. They're down in the 3A, 2A ranks. So we're going to do all that and more when we come back. It's the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show, and we'll be back with more right after this on the Mustang Network.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Hey Mustang family, we are back again with Coach Wagner. It is week 7, and we are dialing up the Catoosa Indians for this Thursday, being fall break. Coach, talk to us a little bit about the road trip to Miami. Kind of a crazy game, a tale of two halves, really.
Yeah, it was a weird game, no doubt about it. We go down, we get a 3-and-out, start the game, go right down and score twice. Really, we had one called back,
yes.
And then the next play we score. And then they kind of controlled the football for much of the rest of the half. I think we had 21 snaps when we went in the first half, which is extremely low.
Yes.
We come out the second half. We feel like we have a pretty good plan. They onside and get it. And so they have the ball again for a while. And I don't really know how much 20-some points we scored in the fourth quarter, but we felt like they couldn't stop us if we get our hands back on the football.
Sure.
But there was a little bit of pressure on the kids. They needed to respond, and they did a good job. And we got enough stops to get up a couple scores and kind of get the game under control.
You talked about pressure. I thought it was a good testament to the coaching staff and the kids. It's 14-7. We're down 14-7. I don't know, halfway through the third quarter. And we
hadn't had the ball yet.
Yeah, hadn't had the ball yet, and we end up, they get onside. That's a big emotional drain, but I thought the kids stepped up in the last quarter and a half. I think we scored 40 points. We ended up scoring 47 for the day. So talk about the challenges on the sideline, being the head coach when, we're not expected to be down maybe, and now we're down, and they get an onside kick. From an emotional standpoint, I think that would be the hardest part.
Yeah, I mean, we just tell the kids all the time, you have to play the next snap.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Doesn't matter how well you did, you have to go play the next snap, or how bad you did, you go play the next snap. And I think our kids did that for the most part. I mean, we still gave up a couple plays we consider bonehead plays in the fourth quarter where
Sure.
we're better than that, and we just mentally we busted one coverage and didn't have a cutback player on another touchdown run, things that we expect to be taken care of. So watch film and learn from it, but it's a short week. We got to be ready to roll.
All right. So tonight for the Catoosa Indians, what kind of challenges do they present, and how has the week of preparation been?
Well, we brought our kids in on Sunday, and so we kind of had a recovery lift, which is how we do it, real light, just try to get the soreness out from Friday, make sure that's gone. Aiden Trimble was extremely sore, but somebody gives it to him all the time, and that's probably why he's sore. But so we tried to get some soreness out and be prepared for practice. We had walkthrough on Sunday night.
Okay.
So basically, we went through everything that Catoosa's done offensively and defensively, and what our adjustments are. And then Monday and Tuesday are kind of normal work days, and even today's a little bit different. It's kind of we normally play a game amongst ourselves on Thursday, but we're going to practice for about an hour with a little contact, and then we'll do what we normally do, which is like play a half of football with third down, punt team coming on, PAT running on and off, onside situation, all that stuff.
Sure.
So it's a short week, but at this time of the year, you've seen about everything too, so kids will respond to it. I think the other part was Catoosa. What do we need to do?
Yeah.
Not give up the big play. That's our bugaboo. That's what we do defensively, and that needs to stop. We've talked about that a lot. They have two quarterbacks. One of them got hurt early in the year, number 9 and number 5, and they're a little bit different type player. They're going to run a lot of power read at us. It's going to be some option football from the gun, so we got to make sure that we fit that correctly. And they throw it pretty quick, and we feel like they have pretty good team speed. So they're going to be more balanced than Miami was. They're going to be a little more diverse than Miami was. So, and they could give us several things in the back end defensively. So We just have to play football and be really sound in what we do.
Well, I'm excited. We are 3-3 on the season. We've won 2 in a row in district play, and looking to go 3-1 in district play tonight. So we hope that happens, and we wish you the best of luck. And we'll be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back to the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. We're joined now by News Channel 8 Sports Director TJ Eckert. TJ, we are past that halfway mark through this season, and of course it's fall break across the state of Oklahoma. Still some good games, but I think those games probably lie in the smaller classifications tonight if you look across the scoreboards.
Yeah, plenty of really good games tonight, Brent, and, moving up a day early, so the coaches, I asked them all week long, what changes, what do you guys have to do differently? And really it's just one less day of preparation. And the players, as a player, I always enjoyed the short week because it was less practice. Got to go back out on the field and play somebody else. So, yeah, plenty of good matchups this week.
McAllister at Coweta, big game in 5A. I think some folks have McAllister circled, potentially could reach the gold ball game. Of course, anything can happen. Somebody can reach up and punch you in the face you're not expected. But this is a big game in 5A.
Yeah, I've seen both those teams. So McAllister beat Bishop Kelly. I was at that game, and I watched Coweta Rogers a couple weeks ago. Both these teams very talented, and Coweta's got a little adversity. You remember last year, they had a drunk driver drive through their field, knock down a gate, knocked over some bleachers, and they had to rebuild some of that stuff. And then this year, they had the tornado that went through there over the weekend and tore up some of the high school and the intermediate school. And so the team's been doing some cleanup work. Morgan Beard did a great story, one of the other sports anchors here at Channel 8, did a great story with them and just their recovery efforts and how the team was helping the community. So that's going to be one to keep a really good eye on because I do think Coweta is very talented, and obviously McAllister is shown to be pretty good as well.
We talk a lot about Bigsby, I mean, jokingly, but I think Bigsby could beat anybody, any class, and I think you could throw some JUCOs or, Division II colleges. They're just that good. Sand Springs, clearly a team on the rise. So proud of Bobby Klink and the work that they've done. And Sand Springs has got their hands full tonight on the road at Bigsby. Yeah,
Bigsby, we were a little shocked by the score against Choctaw last week, who we thought was going to be the biggest competition, beat them 70-7. Choctaw pretty much pitched their tent and went home pretty early in that game, and Dixie, made them pay for it. So Sand Springs has been really impressive this season. I would imagine tonight they may try to sit on the ball a little bit, try to keep it out of Dixie's hands, and at least keep the scoreboard respectable. But I just don't see anybody beating Bixby this year, Brent. They're just so talented, and they've got this belief in them now that they're going to win every game they play, and they've done it for the past really 3 years.
And that winning record, they've got the winning streak going. That thing just keeps steamrolling.
Yeah, they're very close to if they win out this season, win out the regular season, win the postseason, and the state championship game, they would break Wagner's 11-man record for the longest winning streak in the state of Oklahoma, which is crazy.
So what's the Channel 8 game of the week tonight?
Yeah, so Berry Hill hosting Holland Hall. Fun stat from the Tulsa World. So Berry Hill played Holland Hall the closest last season when Holland Hall went on to win the state title, and the Dutch won that game 31-7. So it pretty much speaks to just how talented and dominant Holland Hall was last season, and they've proven to be that way again this year as well. Berry Hill, tough game against Cushing early in the season. I was at that one, and Cushing was very good. But I think Berry Hill's got a pretty good recipe to keep this thing close. They like to run the ball. They're physical. I think they can match Holland Hall somewhat in physicality. The Dutch are just really good. They lose some big pieces last season. Owen Strosky's at TU. Mark Goolsby was a great player. But they just keep rolling. So this will be a fun one to watch tonight. And I do think Holland Hall wins, but I think Berry Hill kind of plays the right type of football to keep this one close.
There's an old saying, behind every great man, there's an even better woman. And I saw some congratulations go out this week. Let's talk about your wife.
Yeah, Madison. She's it's her first year at Bixby. I'm a Bixby alum. I don't know if everybody knows that listens to this tailgate show. But, yeah, she's over at Bixby now, her first year. She was at Jenks and teaches at the ninth grade center and was just voted Teacher of the Month for the month of September. So fired up for her. She does such a great job, and she's had to adjust pretty much going from sixth grade to ninth grade, and she's doing her master's right now, so she's dealing with that, and then being married to me and coaching cross country and all sorts of other, outside things that could distract her, and she just went ahead and won Teacher of the Month. So really proud of her. It's pretty cool.
That's congratulations to her. So, hey, let's talk about the Plug Live, the golf podcast. What's coming up?
Yeah, lots of fun stuff on the Plug Live. This is, we talked about it last week, Brent. This is kind of the time of the year where you keep an eye on guys who you don't really talk about during the big time season of golf with the majors and all those big events. These are kind of the lower events, and some guys are going to change their lives. One guy to keep an eye on this weekend, Robert Streb, got off to a great start in his first round. We'll see if he can keep that up through the rest of this tournament, and hopefully we get to talk with him. He's a local guy, went to Edmond North, played at Kansas State. So a lot of guys around the area will know him. And so just keeping an eye on some of these local guys that are playing well. OU and OSU just met in the Big 12 match play tournament down in Texas. OU won that one, so sorry for the Cowboy fans. But lots of good local stuff on the Plug Live as always.
I think it's interesting how dominant both – of course, Oklahoma State's been a golf program, but OU has certainly answered the call. Those are two great rosters for both the Sooners and the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be fun to keep an eye on, and it gives fans of both schools a sport or multiple sports to keep an eye on outside of the football season. So, and for us, being golf people, it's a lot of fun too.
All right, going to wrap this up, but you were there last Saturday for the craziness of the OU-Texas showdown. What was it like to be on that sideline?
I tell you what, Brent, for people who have never been, it's one of the only games you can normally feel momentum shifting in a game. You can actually hear the momentum shift in that stadium because it's split right down the middle. When one side's doing well, the other side is silent. And you could really hear the momentum shift in that fourth quarter, especially with Caleb Williams coming in, kind of a spark plug. It was a blast, and obviously ended up being a lot of fun because OU won. But, yeah, that's my favorite game every single year, and fortunate that I got to cover an OU win.
Well, he's the man, the myth, the legend. Man, for Mustang fans everywhere, TJ, thank you so much every week for just taking time to talk about high school football and all things sports. And catch him tonight, News Channel 8. We'll be back with more of the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show right after this.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back. The Mustangs are on the road tonight, facing the Catoosa Indians in a really, really, really big Class District 4A3 meeting. Like, you want to go to the playoffs, you got to win big. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined by Kevin Hogue, Blake Salt. He's actually on the sideline. He's on the far sideline because coming up in just a moment, we're going to have a joint band, kind of a mass band between Catoosa and Oologah. So, matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and go to the field and let you join what's going on in the stadium.
And your Catoosa Tribe Marching Band.
cool is that? As a high school principal,
Really cool.
See a mass band between two programs right here. Probably some of our closest neighbors, the Catoosa Indians and the Oologah Mustangs, are working together tonight. Gentlemen, the Mustangs are on the road. Big game in Catoosa. They got a great facility, great stadium. Kind of sits right. If you ever come through Catoosa, you can't help miss it. It's really close to the main thoroughfare that comes through Catoosa. So it is a beautiful night in the great state of Oklahoma. And I'll tell you honestly, throughout the week, as I was kind of checking that weather, like, we're going to play in the rain on Thursday night or what?
There was a chance.
There was a chance. And actually, even earlier in the day, like a 60% chance of rain at 7 o'clock. But you can see it is a beautiful evening. Those clouds are kind of starting to separate. I think we're going to be all right. I think it's going to be a good night.
I think it's going to be perfect. The humidity's gone. And I don't think we're going to have to worry about rain at all. It's going to be perfect.
Let's talk a little bit about the starting lineup. And this is the starters. Now, we're going to call a lot of different names throughout the night, and that's the beauty of the Mustangs. A lot of guys play dual roles and do different things, but the guys that typically get the starter or that number one slot on the depth chart. On the offensive line, you've got Braden Langman, Colin Schrader, Gabe Grazier, Jackson Gill, and Riley Robinson. It's really good to have Riley back. I know he was out earlier in the season, but he's back. That's kind of the set five, but you'll also see some other guys come in and play in those roles.
Yeah, Jackson Llewellyn's going to play a lot. He's done a good job. You mentioned some people being out. He did a tremendous job the last couple of weeks, run blocking and pass sets, so proud of him. At
wide receiver, we've got a lot of guys that have actually recorded catches and yardage on their stat sheet, but the big three that we'll talk a lot about tonight, A.J. Streeter, who really is kind of that number one receiver. Here's the kicker. He's so good, he's double covered. A lot of times he's covered up with a couple of guys. They're always going to cheat a defender over to him. Ashton Wright, he's got 68 yards receiving on the year, averaging about 21 yards a game. Braxton Moore, somebody's had to step up because they've got A.J. Streeter. The last 3 games, Braxton Moore has had 65 yards just over those last 3 games. He's kind of become a hot target for the Mustangs.
Absolutely. Does a good job, catches with his hands, does a good job in short yardage. They're going to try to hit him early, probably and often, maybe loosen up some coverage on A.J.
Yep, absolutely. Aiden Trimble carries a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to being the running back for the Mustangs. 786 yards on the year, averaging about 157 yards per game. They also use him as a receiver target, too. He's got 100 yards catching as well. Nate Morrow will have some carries. He's got 188 on the year. But a guy they're really starting to leave on some is Braden Stovall. They're using Braden some more in that backfield.
He's a young kid. Sophomore has really stepped up. You know, he had some injuries, and he took over a lot of carries. And because of that, he kind of has kept some carries, and that's good to see.
Joe Griswold, the quarterback of this team, passing 704 yards on the season. He's thrown for 6 touchdowns. He averages about 117 yards per game. Last week, we didn't throw it a lot. We were so effective running the ball. Matter of fact, if you recall, last week we were just in the Wildcat a lot where it was direct snap to Trimble. Let's see, I think A.J. actually had more yards passing because he had that one big pass play.
For a touchdown.
Yeah, for a touchdown. So anyway, Joe Griswold, 704 on the season with 6 touchdowns passing. On the defensive side, Rafe Tackett, you'll see him a lot. Corey Eaton, kind of the nose guard of that. You see the coaches coming in. We could interview him, but I don't think they would want to go for that. So what's up, buddy?
Mayor Peters coming through.
The mayor's making his way through. And you'll see Brody Sappington as well. You'll see Colin Schrader a lot as the defensive end. Outside linebacker, you'll see Trimble, Nate Morrow. You see Caden Smith, Patrick Miller, a lot of those guys, just that linebacker core. Back in the secondary, unfortunately, sometimes you'll see Joe Griswold, but I've noticed the last few weeks, if they don't have to have him out there, they don't have him out there.
Yeah, they're going to try to give him a rest. Obviously, he's our quarterback, and if they have an opportunity to put him on the sidelines, but like Coach said a couple of interviews ago, it's really hard on 3rd and 15 not to have one of your best playmakers and one of your best corners out there.
Absolutely. Ty Stevens, A.J. Streeter serving that secondary. Max Hale, Ashton Wright also. And you see Ty Cherry in there some as well, too, just playing in that secondary. So let's go ahead and talk about who's got to have a big night tonight. Blake, we're going to go to you first. Who do the Mustangs need to have a big night tonight in order to find success?
You know, an unpopular guy will be Corey Eaton. He plays nose guard there right in the middle of the defensive line, and he just needs to have a big night controlling the line of scrimmage and pushing those offensive linemen for the Catoosa Indians back, and that'll help a lot for our linebackers in the run game.
Okay. Who you think?
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. He's kind of an unsung hero, played really well this year, but I'm going to go with Joe Griswold. I think we're going to have to pass it a little bit. We're going to have to make a couple big plays in the passing game to loosen up some of the things that we like to do, and so I think we're going to try to set that up with him in the air.
If you've watched tape on us, we've been run heavy.
Correct.
Against Skytook. We were very run heavy last week on the road against Miami. So we do. And so on that, I'm going to agree with you that we've got it. Good Lord Almighty. Tornadoes are coming through Catoosa. We've got to have a good passing night tonight. And AJ's going to get his catches. But I think Braxton Moore.
Yeah.
We've targeted him more. I think Braxton's going to have a big night, but the offensive line is going to have to set the pace. They've done that, and I think they're going to have to do that as well. So you can see the Mustangs are actually getting ready to come out on the field. The Catoosa Indians have already done that. We're just a couple of minutes from kickoff. We're going to take one more quick timeout. When we come back, it's the Mustangs and the Indians on the road. This is the Mustang Network. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are, and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
You can see the Mustangs coming out on the field as they are ready. They're fired up. It's been a short week for practice, what we call fall break in school world, which means the students are out.
Yeah, they were out today. So I know it makes it a little bit wonky. They're actually going to be out next Friday, too, because next Friday is a remote learning day.
Okay, I'm in.
I know Coach Wagner doesn't like that. It gets them out of the routine.
Yeah, right.
But the quarterback club does a great job. They feed them early in the morning, so they keep that kind of normal routine going and as much as they can.
So they're out today, tomorrow. It's felt like Friday to me all day
5
long.
days if you count the weekend. Today, tomorrow, and Monday for fall break, which is pretty great. And they'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they'll be out, I say out Friday. Obviously, they'll have schoolwork to do, but they will be at home that day. So a little bit of a wonky couple of weeks here.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. We're glad you are with us. You've been watching the Advanced Home Tailgate. Special thanks to Brian Vance and what they do for their support of Mustang athletics and Mustang football. I'm excited. I've got a good feeling.
Yeah, it feels great.
It really does.
And if you'll notice, this is the darkest stadium we'll play in. They only have 2 lights on each side. The home lights are well behind the stands. And when we punt or kick off, or they punt and kick off, you're going to lose the ball. It's dark.
Yeah, absolutely. Officials for tonight, Ronnie Robinson's the referee. The umpire is Eddie Morris. J.L. Hale Jr. is lineman. Matt Hart, Joel Hale, and the chain gangs, Brad Harris and Brian Bristol, their cell phone numbers are. No,
absolutely.
You don't want to go there. So appreciate Catoosa and just their hospitality and helping us to feel at home. And the Mustangs are in a beautiful travel jersey, that Vegas gold helmet, that sharp white shirt, and blue pants. The Mustangs will get the ball to start the first half as we are set and ready to play football. Blake, final thoughts before we get started.
I think we got to start fast, and we got to keep the pedal to the metal. We got to have a dagger to the heart.
I thought that was thunder.
Okay.
And there's the kick. Mustang's going to start about the 9-yard line. He's got a little bit of a chance. Be knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 as Catoosa has added pyrotechnics to their kickoff.
Yes.
We feel like we've got trains, tornadoes, and
They're still going.
military arsenals shooting
What's
at
going on?
us.
It's like we're on a pirate ship. But yeah, as I said earlier, they have dark jerseys on, but you're seeing shadows.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit wonky. We're going to have a chance, like Brett said, to start quick because we got the ball.
Hand off to Trimble up the right side.
Blake, they did a good job there. I don't know if you can see it from your vantage point, but we got a little mixed up there. We kind of ran into each other. And to get, 7 yards off that?
Absolutely. That's how you want to start. It'll bring up maybe a long 6, second down and 4. Mustangs with 2 backs in the backfield.
Maybe one.
Nate Morrow on the carry, maybe gained a yard.
They did a good job falling forward there to get that yard. There wasn't much there.
Absolutely, and he was actually carrying tacklers with him as he fell forward.
Big 3rd down. Don't want to go 3 and out on your first drive. You want to go out and set the tone like Blake said. Nice. He's down. Yeah, great job by the offensive line there on a down. We talked about us being run heavy. On a down, when they know we're going to run, we're still able to run for 10, 15 yards. Great job by the offensive line and Trimble.
Trimble on the carry. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Handoff right up the middle. Trimble again carries a couple of tacklers. Looks like he's going to get a long 2, maybe a gain of 3 on the play.
And we're going to go quick, kind of that new school thing. You get a first down, you're going to go quick after that.
Blake said it in our pregame, kind of his final thoughts. I think the Mustangs need to start fast tonight. If you get in a holy cow, look at him go. Trimble still on his feet. Good gain. Looks like maybe a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
A lot of rack on that run after contact.
2 guys had a chance to bring him down. He just stiff-armed to 1.
Yeah, that was a great stiff arm and good hard running. And you can see he has the red face mask, him and Gabe Grazier. Again this week, if you get it 3 times in the same season, you get to keep it. So first time we've seen that in a while.
So Catoosa will jump just far enough to get what's an encroachment. That'll move 5 yards, so you're getting a first down and 5.
Yeah, and that opens up the entire playbook. Maybe gives an opportunity to take a shot here.
Mustangs have yet to pass the ball, been effective on the run. Nate for the carry. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs down to the 20-yard line.
Good hard running. You can already see the safety going low. He's already had to tackle Aiden a few times. You can see he's going lower and lower, and that's going to give an opportunity to break more tackles.
Mustangs playing fast. Nate again up the right side, caught in the backfield.
Good job by number 38, Brandon Ball, junior for Catoosa, breaking through the line there to wrap us up.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. The Mustangs will change some personnel.
Number 38, Brandon Ball for the Indians. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
You can hear the Catoosa. They like it loud.
They have the volume, whether it's the pyrotechnics or
they like it loud.
The music.
Trimble and Nate Morrow in the backfield for the Mustangs. Kind of a quarterback keeper. He's got some space. Should get the first down, yeah. Gain of 12. First and goal for the Mustangs.
Exactly what we needed on our first drive.
That just looked like some good option football for the Mustangs.
They're kind of in a new school wishbone, if you will.
Trimble up the middle. Going to say he got about a yard.
Yeah, he was met hard by number 1, Brock Ferguson, senior. Changing out some.
Bringing in some big boys for the Mustangs.
You notice we bring in an extra offensive lineman here. We're going to go unbalanced.
It's not your TV set. It's just a dark stadium.
Yeah, false start looked like a little movement. Maybe a little antsy on that one. That's a big play. It was close.
Yep, false start on the Mustangs. That'll back them up 5. So 2nd down and goal from the 12.
And we were in the Wildcat there. Something Coach likes, especially down on our plus 20. But we're going to shift out of that now, looks like, because of that penalty.
Trimble in the backfield. I formation for the Mustangs. 2 receivers to the far side of the field.
Yeah, we're going to get it back.
Guess we'll get those 5 yards back. Encroachment on the Indians.
We'll delay there on the flag. I think Coach Wagner was about to have a stroke, but now we might shift right back into it now.
He was frustrated about something.
.13 seconds on the play clock. Mustangs are still trying to get set in their formation. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. And they're actually probably going to take a timeout. Nope, going to be a delay game. They just didn't pay attention to what they were doing. JoJo checked with Coach one more time and didn't check the clock, so we're going to move this 5 yards for the 3rd time.
Coach Wagner's saying that was quick. Maybe they didn't restart it, but I'll be honest, I don't know that I was watching.
Yeah, I think they did. I think
you don't see 3 pre-snap penalties in a row very often.
Took a minute to get our receivers over here, so I just think we got caught taking pictures.
Well, and you see right now, we're down to 14 on the play clock, so
maybe so.
When they go quick like that, we got to go quick.
Ball's batted down.
And he had Braxton more in the flat.
Yep.
There were some guys out here, but he was open by a good 5 yards.
He was going to get you close to the end zone, if not make a guy miss.
Going to bring a third down and goal for the Mustangs at the Indian 12.
We gotta make something happen here. We gotta have this score. We can't settle right here. This is such a big drive to come out here.
You want to finish this, absolutely. You walked down the field, did what you wanted to do. You want to set the pace and tone. You've kind of stubbed your toe here on a couple of penalties, but you want to finish. 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line. 2 receivers. JoJo back to pass. Got a guy into the corner. Stampede,
nice.
Touchdown.
What a great throw and a great route by A.J. He's able to use his body there. The safety wasn't able to get over quick enough. But that ball has to have some touch on it, Blake. That was a great ball.
Absolutely. That corner route, that's what that route is called, is a corner. And it is a hard ball to throw, absolutely.
Great job.
You want to be able to do that all night long. You need your passing game to be effective. It's a balanced offense approach. We're a little bit run heavy, but if you can pass the ball, then you can run the ball. PAT is down. It's up and it's good with 7:47 left to play in the first quarter. The Mustangs strike first. They're on top of the Cleveland Indians 7-0. Guys, thoughts on the first drive?
Man, it was impressive, and like he said, to have some pre-snap penalties there, we had 2 of them on 1st and goal. To be able to punch that in and get some momentum, because they're going to get momentum. If we have to settle for 3, Blake, then Catoosa's going to come away feeling good.
Absolutely. If you let somebody drive down, that's kind of the saying is bend, don't break. If you let somebody drive down, you can beat somebody when they're only putting up 3 points on a drive. 7 points is a game changer.
So the Mustangs able to set the pace of the game. We're set and ready to kick it away for the first time tonight.
I'm not sure who he came in for, but I know Jaden Tanner is out here. He was talking to Coach Wagner. Coach Wagner sent him out on the kickoff team.
Mustangs are wanting a different ball for kickoff. Coming up tonight, we've got our Raising Cane's Mustang Different Maker of the Week. My personal favorite segment. Not as funny as I thought it would be, but how cool is Kevin? It's a weekly standard you got to have.
I've been told they're going to be considerably harder tonight.
Yeah, well, Blake's involved. And the Stallion Battalion will get to March tonight, and so we'll be able to carry that. The unfortunate part is, you get to see the backside of the show because we're in the visitor
and
side.
since our last game, they have went to the state marching OBA and placed 6th, made finals, first time ever.
6th in 4A, which is a big deal.
Phenomenal job by them.
Kind of a pooch kick for Morrow.
Oh, and that stays in.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Great job on the kickoff there.
Colin Treeds, kind of a number we have circled on our scout sheet. He's just one of their guys that they expect to make big plays tonight. So he'll return it. Ball down about the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for the Cleveland Indians. We'll see what they offer.
JoJo will be out there on the field to start this defensive drive.
Okay. They want to set a defensive statement early. Would love to hold Catoosa to a 3-and-out. The Indians in an all-black uniform, man in motion. I think this offensive lineman, I think it was number 77, jumped.
Moved it a little bit. Hey, also, while we have a break, I want to give a shout-out to Mrs. Denslow and our one-act play. They did a production of The Cover of Life, and they qualified for the state one-act play, which will be 2 weeks from today. And we had 2 all-star performers, Emily Alberty and Abby Nesbitt. A little fun fact about Emily. Because of some issues, she just got in the play last week.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking
Fast
probably
learner.
3 or 4 practices, and she's an all-star actor.
If you'd like to watch that Tuesday night, you can do that right there at the Will Rogers Auditorium.
Yep, $5.
Come on, guys. Come on. Dodge, snap.
$5 gets you in the door, $3 for kids, and veterans and first responders are free.
A loss of 11 on the play. Just a miscommunication from the quarterback in the center. A fumble. Mustangs almost had an opportunity to jump on it. So
yeah, it looked like Langbean had a chance. Did dive on it, but the quarterback did a good job getting back on the ball quick.
It's second down at 26. The Indians have a receiver to the far side. The Mustangs do a little kind of shifting on defense, trying to mess with their offense alignment. Quarterback's just going to keep it up the middle. Not much there, maybe a gain of 3. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted to do. Big down, get off the field, 3 and out. Going to get good field position if you don't allow them to gain much here. And that's definitely going to put some stress on their sidelines if we can do it.
Spread offense look. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Pass is going to be intended for number 11, Aiden Taft. It's incomplete, and the Mustang defense holds.
Yeah, and a good job by Ty Cherry and Ty Stevens there. They kind of had him bracketed up, and I'm going to be honest, Blake, it looked like he was just throwing that ball away to me.
Yeah, I think he missed. I think he was kind of trying to miss high. You know, if anybody was going to catch it, it was going to be his receiver, and just was getting rid of that one. He didn't have a lot of options.
Let's put some stress on the special teams. You're in your own end zone. Got to have a good snap. If you don't have a good snap here, a little low.
Streeter back for the Mustangs. He's going to let it go. And it's going to go out of bounds about the 46-yard line. So Mustangs with great field position. First down and 10.
Yeah, and that was a good punt. And he took that low. For those of you out there, if he hits a knee on that, the ball's down. We get a safety. So he did a good job. Their punter did a good job of keeping his knee up, taking that low snap. And Mustangs are back in action quick. So this has started exactly how we want it to. And anxious to see if we take a shot here, Blake.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we probably go back to our running game to start, but definitely probably looking for a shot on this drive.
Mustangs in a wishbone option. 2 guys in the backfield. Trimble up the middle. Going to gain about 7 on the carry.
That looks like a little different wrinkle than we've seen. Again, I called it a new age wishbone, but you kind of have the lead guy has an option to get the ball, or the second guy, or Joe keep it. And I think we did all 3 of those on the first drive.
You don't want to get in a scrappy fight with Catoosa. They're a pretty scrappy team. Blake talked a little bit about that and just their scores and their margin, the games that they have won. Morrow round the end. First down, about 3 more yards. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
You know, I don't know what it looked like there from your point of view, but from down here on the field, that was just white jersey and offensive lineman in front of Nate doing a great job of clearing a path on the edge.
Yeah, that was exactly what Coach Messner was looking for. They'll show that in the film room. We had that walled off perfectly.
This line really has, the last couple of weeks, just begin to gel together.
Yeah.
And just get it done. Obviously, you can tell by just the yards rushing that we've got in the stat book. Joe rolling out. Connor Lynham.
Good job by Connor. That ball was a little high, but we'll take it. First down,
gain of
completion.
6 brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Mustangs.
And we've been, I know Brent's been talking about that, we've been working the tight end more and more as we've been getting more and more comfortable, and that's only going to help.
Handoff up the left side. A flag coming in. Usually that's in the holding area. I
Both guys threw it. So
don't suspect it to be a face mask.
I couldn't see anything from my angle, but the officials, 2 of them threw it, so they must have both seen something.
Second one came in a little later, so you don't know if it's offsetting, but probably calling the same thing.
Would have been a first down.
No, Colin's pointing face mask.
Yeah, Colin's saying face mask. It was in the area. I mean, it's in the area. You could call holding or face mask there the way they threw the flags.
Yeah, Aiden's saying the same thing, so.
Yep, face mask on the Mustangs. No. So
They called
2
face
penalties
masks
offsetting.
on both.
Okay.
You don't see that a lot. Maybe a lineman getting to the second level, Blake,
Sure.
getting his hands active, but you don't see that a lot.
Yeah, sometimes your hands can slip up there too, you know. A little guy they come to block, and he changes levels on him. Those linemen are big, and they hit him right in the face.
So it's like backyard football. Let's just play it over.
Yeah, do-over. It's like when
Just
you get in a
do
fight
over.
and you're like, oh, we'll just do it over.
Do it over. 2nd down, 6 to go on the scoreboard. Wishbone offense for the Mustangs. Joe's just going to keep it. Push forward for a gain of a yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
You did a good job there, and you're already seeing the defense for Catoosa. They didn't have a guy deeper than 3 yards on the line of scrimmage, so they're going to make us beat them with the pass, and they're going to make a commitment to stop the run, which on their side is smart.
It'll be interesting to see if we pick and choose our times, though. You know, if we go in a 1st down and 5 or a 2nd down and short type play.
3rd and 3, handoff. Left side, Trimble, 1st down and a couple of more yards. Move the chains, 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looks like we guessed right coming to the left. Jackson Llewellyn was pulling there. He didn't even have anybody to block. So
Mustangs will go fast. Joe going to hand it off again to Trimble, left side. Going to gain about 3.
Brought down after gain of 5 on the play, but number 25, Ivan Hankins.
We are officially in the red zone again, gentlemen.
So 2 receivers to the Mustangs to the near side, which is the short side of the field.
So here it is. Here's our chance. If we're going to take a shot,
Yeah.
we might take one of the end zone here in second and short.
That's a result of our run game. They're trying to really shoot the gaps there and get some pressure in the backfield and get us before we get ahead of steam, and that's a good testament to how well we've been able to run the ball. But Joseph, we've seen that the last 3 weeks. He's really been giving us some free yards.
Offsides on the defense, moves the ball 5 yards. It's second down and 1. You got a great opportunity here. Just going to hand it off to the left side. Dribble into the end zone. Stampede, touchdown.
Nice job.
Another great job by the offensive line there, sealing that edge off, and Aiden could run in untouched right there. Great job.
Great job by the offensive line. I mean, I think everyone in the stadium knows we want to run the ball, and we're able to run the ball. So that's a good sign of a good football team when you're able to do something when they're even expecting it. So good job by the line, good job by Griswold, Coach Wagner, just the whole team.
Burchett on for the PAT with 3:24 left to play in the first quarter. The ball down, kick on the way. And
Good
it's
job by
good.
Joseph there.
Mustangs come in tonight 3-3. Catoosa comes in tonight 3-3. So if you look at schedules, you would think pretty evenly matched. Catoosa just has a little bit of a reputation for being scrappy. So part of our play, part of our design was to come in, strike hard, strike fast, make them play from behind. And I think the Mustangs have been successful their first 2 drives.
Yeah, they've done a great job. Moved right down the field, haven't been in too many stressful situations. Offense is clicking. And good job. I want to point out, Joseph, there's a bad snap.
Yeah.
Or a low snap on that kick, and he was able to get it on the tee. Good job by Jackson to get that through.
Had the chance to be on campus for a little bit Wednesday afternoon. They were out practicing. And while I was watching, and I was sitting there for a pretty good while, they focused a lot on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
They did a lot of punting, did a lot of field goal. They did a lot of punting out of your own end zone type drills. Just really, special teams such an important part of the ball game. It's such a small percentage of number of plays, but man, one bad special teams play can let a team get back into it. So Coach Wagner's guys were really working on that. Morrow set to kick it away for the Mustangs.
Anxious to see. We got lots of kickoffs at our disposal. We saw one of them, kind of a low squibber earlier. More normal here. That's almost.
It's going to bounce out of bounds.
Legal procedure. Can't kick it out of bounds.
Can't kick it out of bounds.
It's a penalty. That would allow you to kick it away from certain people.
I'm going to keep JoJo out here to start our defense. I think it's really important here to get another big stop and go and score, kind of put the dagger in the heart, put them away, let them know they don't have a chance here.
35-yard line is where the Catoosa Indians will start. First down and 10 as they move from left to right. They have one receiver in the formation. Otherwise, they've kind of got what would be their big set. Mustangs really don't have anybody back deep. A.J. Streeter's our strong safety, and he's only 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage. .324 left to play in the first quarter. Second drive for the Indians. They went 3 and out in their first possession. Kind of a sneak around the end.
Great
Not
tackle.
much there.
Great tackle by Joe Griswold. They went empty on that side to try to set up that, to try to outnumber you. And they had some numbers, but Joseph's able to step up and make a one-on-one play there. Great job.
Ivan Hankins on the carry for the Indians. He'll gain 3, bring up second down and 7. Catoosa with a lot of guys in motion. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. 1 receiver to the far side. He went early, but nobody will say anything about it. Quarterback under pressure. Pass complete. Good for probably an Indian first down. I would suspect he would mark it there.
Yep.
So they'll move the chains for the first time tonight. Ball at the 46-yard line.
Just a good job by Catoosa there, moving the pocket, getting him out on the roll. And he threw a good ball there.
Yeah, it's a hard pass to defend that out, breaking route right at the sticks. That's a good job. Good throw and catch.
First and 10, 3 receivers to the far side of the field. I formation. Hand off up the left side. Flag
Late
down.
flag.
Mike Barnett was on the carry for Catoosa. We'll wait for the official's call.
Good job by Streeter flying up to make the tackle.
Will be a holding call.
Yeah, we'll take that. You'll see number 9 behind center, Russell Duggar. I think this is his first action in the last several weeks. He's been out with an injury, so good to see him back. Never like to see young men missing opportunities because of injuries. Some shuffling of the defensive line.
Going to bring Gabe Grazier in.
Colin
Bring
Schrader.
some size, yep.
Get a little breather.
So first down and 20 for the Indians. Again, they're back behind the chains. It's what got them in trouble their first possession. Now you got them again in a tough situation. You just want to hold. 2 receivers to the far side with a man in motion. An offset eye for Catoosa.
Gonna swing it behind the line.
Green to the outside there to the running back. Gain of 5. Maybe gain of 6. Brings up second down, 14.
Ty Terry did a good job. He was out split wide. Was able to shuck his block and make some contact and hold him to a minimal gain. Still second and long.
Mike Barnett, the running back / receiver on that play.
Yeah, they'll use him all over the place, I think.
Quarterback's just going to keep it nothing there, maybe even a loss of a yard.
Yeah, met by 3 of our defensive linemen. Great job there. Something to look for. That play before last was a swing pass behind the line. So are they trying to set up maybe a receiver getting down the field and some sort of wide receiver pass? Big third down here, Blake.
Yeah, it is. This is our opportunity to really put these guys away.
So 2 receivers to the near side of the field, 1 receiver to the far side. Duggar's going to look to the sideline. Big third down for the Mustang defense, showing blitz. Under a little bit of pressure. Gonna bring him down.
Great job there.
I think it
by
was
Connor
Lynham.
Lynham just getting a hold of his jersey and not letting go. And that shows some good strength, some good work, probably in summer pride.
So the Indians have 1 first down on the night.
They could potentially take this all the way to the quarter. I don't know that they will, but there is enough time on the play clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a second difference between the game clock.
Virtually no win, no benefit really, other than to talk
Beautiful
about
night,
something.
Catoosa. I think they will, just for time's sake.
Little rugby style kick. He's going to call fair catch.
He will at the 30-yard line, so the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. And we are, 0.6 seconds left on the clock, so the Mustangs will get to do something.
Yep. Get a play off. And first quarter went pretty quick and really well if you're a Mustang fan.
You can't ask for more. Your defense has allowed 1 first down. Your offense, both possessions, has gone down, scored a touchdown. I'm happy if you're happy.
Absolutely. If you're listening out there, do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the share button. Help us get the word out.
2 receivers to the far side for the Mustangs. They'll run that direction. Trimble going to break a tackle. He'll be met. Gain of about 3. And that should do it. The end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. Be back with more right after this.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Mustangs on the road tonight. Big district game against Catoosa. Both of them set tied in district play at this time. And they're fighting for that number 4 spot But there's a lot of football still to be played. We still have probably the gauntlet side of the schedule with Bristow and Wagner to go. Cleveland's kind of stepped their toes a little bit. They're going to have some help to get in the playoffs. So this is a big game between Oologah and Catoosa. Mustangs in the first quarter have only allowed 1 first down, and they've scored on both possessions. Gentlemen, I don't think you could script a first quarter any better.
Exactly like Coach Wagner drew it up on the bus ride over, I promise you. I went over and visited with him about 3 o'clock right before we loaded up to head this way, and he was already on fire. He doesn't take, he's like a match. He doesn't take much to strike, and he's ready to go.
Amped up, ready to go.
Loves being a Mustang, loves coaching football, and loves being around our kids.
He's all in on the blue and gold culture, too. So the Mustang offense, their third possession on the night. They've run kind of a new wrinkle, kind of what would be a new look of a wishbone with 2 backs in the field. All 3 guys, including the quarterback, have carried the ball at times tonight. Not sure what the holdup is.
They were doing a presentation over there, and they were still taking pictures on the field.
Okay. Joe just going to keep it up the middle.
Good job by
He's going to get about 3, yeah, absolutely.
When he first got back there, their hole was big enough. I think Rick could have ran through that for a few yards.
Going to bring up a 3rd and long 4 for the Mustangs. Going to bring Connor Lynham into the lineup.
You want to keep the momentum here. You don't want to give them back the ball. You want to get this first down, keep moving the ball, keep putting pressure on them to get off the field.
.12 seconds on the play clock. Mustangs with 2 receivers to the far side. Braxton Moore to the near side. Joe looking to pass.
Nice catch.
Got Streeter. First down and some change. Ball at midfield. First down and 10.
Just a nice ball by Joe, kind of throwing it over the underneath guy and underneath the safety. And Streeter's got great hands. He's going to go up and get that.
I think that's good just to build the confidence in that run game, because the last couple of weeks we just haven't utilized it a lot. Claremore, the pass game was very explosive. Trimble up the middle. Gain of about, they're going to say 5. I said confidence in your run game. I meant confidence in your pass game. You'd like to have a good pitch and catch tonight.
Yeah, and a good job by Jackson Gill with a pancake. Get down the field and getting his man on the ground.
Trimble, the lone running back in the backfield. The offense will look to coach one more time, make sure they got the right play called in. Hand off, right side. Gonna make a guy miss. He could go. He's to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Stampede, touchdown.
We got a couple holding calls, I think, we come back here. We got 3 flags down.
Oh, my goodness.
That's going to wipe out a 45-yard touchdown. Coach Wagner's getting an explanation, and, you know, in high school they don't call the number out loud, but they'll tell the coaches so they know. I believe they're going to get that on one of our wide receivers out here blocking.
Yes, I think they're going to say it was on Ashton Wright.
I was
hard
trying to
block
be
those
nice.
guys. Well, no, I'm going to give them credit. It's hard to block those guys in space. You know, you have to run up there and break down against somebody who's, you know, really quick and fast, and sometimes they just get on the outside of you.
And the downside of that, you know, after going 45 yards, Aiden's going to need a little breather here, so he's off the field for 2nd and long.
So that brings up a 2nd down, long 13 for the Mustangs. It'll take 6 off the board. Joe got some time, back to pass. Got his guy across the middle at the 30, down about the 27-yard line.
Good job by Joe there. The number 1 read was Streeter. Streeter was covered and doing a good job, number 11 for Catoosa. And he made his way to a 2nd, 3rd receiver, and Braxton Moore was wide open, gentlemen, right down the middle of the field.
I talked about the importance of Braxton having a presence in this game just to make Catoosa keep an eye on somebody other than A.J.
Yeah, we're going to get A.J. Streeter a break here, and we're going to go Wildcat.
Wildcat for the Mustangs. Trimble up the middle to the left side. Looks like he's going to get about 5.
Good job by the left side of the line there, just pushing. We'll take 5 yards on 1st down all day long. Seems like we've stuck with this formation in bunches if we go to it. Multiple plays in a row. Looks like we're going to do the same thing here as we split Joe out wide.
So they'll say it was a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Mustangs have 2 receivers to the far side. You got Trimble in the Wildcat, going to keep it up the middle, make a man miss, stays on his feet. He slowed him down just enough that a couple of guys could get there. He'll still gain a yard on the play, brings up 3rd and 5.
Like Blake mentioned, they're scrappy, and so I think that formation for them is going to be a battle where they're going to line up and try to hit us in the mouth when we do that.
You're talking about staying in that Wildcat package in bunches. I think we stay in it until we are forced out of it. In this position, it's 3rd down and medium. We got to have Joe back in there at Q.
Handoff around the right side, got a little bit of speed. He's got the 1st down.
Good
Knocked
job.
out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
I'll be honest, when we first handed that off, didn't look like there was a lot there, and he was able to get the edge, get a big-time 1st down for the Mustangs. And here we are knocking on the door again, guys.
Spot him out at the 8, brings up 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Big play from A.J. Streeter. Mustangs in an offset eye. Morrow in the backfield.
Who is that? Brandon Ball. We've called his name a few times. Junior linebacker flying in, making some plays.
With 8:29, the clock is ticking until halftime. You want to make a statement. Oh. I think the officials are so tired of the encroachment call, they're just going to be done tonight. Like there's a quote on the game.
You only call so many per half. Ooh.
Morrow around the left side. Inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line.
I think we're going to see Aiden come out.
See where they spot the ball. It's within the 1-yard line. 3rd down, goal from the 1. They're just going to push Joe in. Stampede, touchdown, Joe
Nice
Griswold.
Job. 3 times offenses to touch the ball. 3 times you're going to hear the fight song. Doesn't get much better than that.
Coach Wagner screaming at his guys, don't let up. And that's the big thing here. You're up 21, or, presumably we make this kick 21-0. You don't let up, go score another 1 or 2 touchdowns this half. And you really put the Catoosa Indians away.
Yeah, we need to make sure that Diesel Branscombe and the Stallion Battalion's hydrated tonight. He's going to miss that to the right, unfortunately. Stallion Battalion's already getting a lot of work.
They will be marching at halftime. We'll include that in our halftime show. Going to visit with Grant Merrill on his way to Oklahoma City tonight for the Oklahoma Sports Prep show, and they'll talk about some of the scores going on across the state. Not a lot going on in the big boys tonight, 6A1, 6A2. There's a lot of east-west games. The Tulsa area schools going to the Oklahoma City area schools. Some big games down in the class below us at 3A, and we'll talk all about that coming up at halftime. Take a moment, hit the share button. The Mustangs are on the air tonight. If you're a YouTube user, just hit subscribe. If we can ever get over that 1,000 mark, it certainly helps us out.
Hall of Fame RV Park.
7:53 left and 20-0.
Referee, the head white hat down here, he's talking to his chain gang about how Coach Wagner's getting excited. They had a little conversation here. and so I think they're kind of chuckling about that a little bit.
Well, like I mentioned, this is the first time since if we win tonight, this will be the first time since 2018, 2019 that we've won 3 in a row.
Wow.
So it's a big game, not
Big
just
game.
in district play, just for the program. And
Nate Morrow sets kick it away for the Mustangs. Pooch kick down the left side. And he's going to have to deal with it. Yep.
Got a tackle now, though.
Ty Stevens will bring him down. Ball at the 19. So Catoosa will take over 1st and 10. They have 1 first down on the night. So the Mustang defense in the first half really has been dominant.
Yeah, they've done their job. They've got off the field. They've been aided by some penalties. Catoosa's got 2 holding penalties right at the line of scrimmage. And so those are 10-yarders, and you end up with 1st or 2nd and 20. And we should get off the field situations like that.
Catoosa in a spread offense, 1 back in the backfield. Quick pass over the right side. He's going to drop it.
Collinsville all over Glenpool, 28-0 in the first quarter. Collinsville, I know we say it every year, or every week. They're really good.
Yeah.
I've heard that also, I think their starting quarterback is back in play.
Okay.
Carney?
Yes, I think so, or maybe at a limited basis, but I think he's going to ease his way back into the game.
They're certainly going to want him as they make the run through the playoffs. Handoff coming around this side.
Good job by Patrick Miller there. Really set the edge. There's two guys on him, and he made sure to do his job. By doing his job, he was ensuring he wasn't going to get the tackle, but he was forcing him back into the rest of the Mustangs. That's a good job. He'll get rewarded on film for that. That was a great job.
Ty Stevens in there to help him with the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Catoosa offense. Mustangs show a blitz. Quarterback going to roll under some pressure. Pass complete on the far side. Think he's going to get enough for the first down.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Catoosa.
That's a good throw. He was under a lot of pressure there. By number 45, Rafe Tackett doing a good job getting through the line, and that was a good throw.
Talking to Coach Rowe before the game, he said that number 9, their quarterback there, he said he is one of their best players. And so interesting to see him. He's doing well tonight.
Yeah, he's moving well. So far in 4A, the favorites are all up. Look at Grove, you look at Cushing, Bristow. They're all well up in their games.
A lot of conversation about Tuttle this year.
And rightly so. They're number 1. They're
Yeah.
up 21-0 right now in the first quarter over Clawson SAS.
Might be kind of a revenge story for them. Wagner beat them last 2 minutes last year to go into the state title game. So
yeah, they had a great defense last year and appear to have another one this year.
Should Bigsby win out, they will now hold the new longest winning streak record in Oklahoma 11-man football. So you know all Mustang fans are kind of Bigsby Spartans this season.
Sure.
Because Wagner currently holds that record.
Fun fact, we actually beat them during their streak, okay? I wasn't here. I think it was 2 years before I got here, a year before I got here. We beat them during the streak, and we had a kid that had moved in that was ineligible to play that suited up and stood on the sidelines, never played, and it forced us to forfeit that game. And so, a little fun fact, a little asterisk for their win streak.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 9. Looks like a 3rd and 8 to me. Ball at the 45-yard line. Mustangs showing a little bit of blitz. Quarterback back to pass. Under pressure. Being flushed out. Got his guy out of bounds. Incomplete. Brings up another big 4th down for the Mustangs.
Great job there. You can see their sidelines is down. Their coach is unhappy because they're going to have to punt. You can't go for it. You're going to at least make us march the length of the field. You turn it over here, you're kind of signaling.
Under 6 left to play. 5:54.
Streeter back deep.
Uh-oh, they're going to go for it. I don't think he's going to get
He
there.
ain't going to get it.
Yep.
Not close.
Not even close. He'll be about 3 yards shy of the first down. So the Mustang offense with great field position. Down at the 38-yard line, they'll take over 1st down and 10.
Good job by Coach Rowe there, having everybody ready because it looked like we were really well prepared for that. Almost a predictable situation, kind of desperation situation. You've given up a touchdown every time we've touched it. You're going 3 and out, and just a great job.
Well, I got nothing to negative say about that call from the coaches. At some point on the Catoosa side, you got to make some magic happen.
Yeah, you gotta try something different, and they've been getting a steady dose of our run game. So got some good pressure there.
So handoff up the middle, not much there. Brings up actually a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 11.
Brought down for a loss on the play, number 25, Ivan Hankins.
Kind of a wishbone formation for the Mustangs. Joe back to pass. Going to keep it. Going to try to get around the edge. Not much there.
They did a good job of covering up that underneath route there to Connor Lynham. That number 6, I don't know his name, but he did a good job of seeing Joe roll out and seeing that back there behind him, head on a swivel.
Number 6 has a great name, Blake. His name is Legend Lore. He's a sophomore.
Well, Legend Lore did a great job on that play.
You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207, and go.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Four minutes, 33 ticks left on the clock till halftime. Mustangs in a 3rd down and 7. Pass to Streeter on the right side. 1st down and some change. Knocked out of bounds the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10, Mustangs.
Nice job there. We've had a few opportunities there on 3rd down to extend drives with some big-time pass plays, and that's been huge tonight.
Down at the Indian 21, by number 7, Colin Treat.
Clock will continue to tick. 4:24 and counting. Yep.
Just got the leaning. Jackson Gill got the leaning a little bit, took a half step.
I thought we were going to go. We didn't go. So 1st down and 15 for the Mustangs.
He's been doing a great job tonight, though. He's been really heavy with his run blocking.
Streeter in motion. Screen to the left side. Got some room. Going to be brought down. Gain of about 8 on the play. Get a lot of that yardage back.
Blake, you can correct me if I'm wrong there. A little wrinkle to that play and a rule. If you throw behind the line of scrimmage, you're able to block first. So the receivers were able to get on their guys and block before we actually had the ball because the pass was not ahead of the line of scrimmage. Does that sound right?
Yes. That's how I always understood it. If you throw it in front of the line of scrimmage, even if it's just a 1 or 2 yard pass, they can't block.
Yeah, you can't block before he has possession. So just a good job there. I like that play design. Got about
2nd and
8.
6. Wishbone handoff coming this direction. Waiting on his block. Cutting upfield. Trimble. Gain of 2 on the carry.
Kaysen Touche, T-E-U-T-S-H. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Senior there, made a great play. He just letting the blocks kind of set up in front of him and just took a little too long. So big 3rd down here. We've done a great job on 3rd down tonight. So
absolutely.
100%.
3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs. 17 and counting on the play clock. Lineup's going to go in motion. JoJo was going to keep it. Just nothing there. Boy, they blitzed. They brought the left side. Just blew past us.
I think you're going to see them sell out. I mean, they have to stop the run. If they don't stop the run, it's just going to be a slow dose of Aiden Trimble and the boys. And I think we're going to go for it here.
Loss of about 4. Go ahead, Blake.
Go for it. Coach Wagner's obviously confident in his defense tonight, so you're not giving up really bad field position or anything like that, and you potentially could end up getting 7 points here.
Yeah, and you're looking at a 37-yard field goal. That's probably pretty close to the edge there, so we're going to go for it.
Joe going to roll out. Got Braxton wide open.
Oh.
And it's picked off.
Good tackle. Looked like he had, maybe not Braxton, looked like he had AJ open there.
Too, yeah.
That's a hard pass. You're rolling to your left. Had an opportunity and trying to make a play. It's 4th down, so there's no harm, no foul.
It's still, your position, your field position isn't crazy bad, and our defense has been playing lights out. So
they'd actually been better to drop the pass.
So we'll see if it gives Catoosa a little shot in the arm here and see if they can move the ball.
Spread offense for the Indians. Quarterback back to pass. Overthrows his guy to the far side. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and they got to be careful here. We still have 2 timeouts. If they come out and go 3 and out, we should be able to get some pretty good field position.
Good to see Marty the Mustang in the stands tonight, waving at the fans.
Yeah. Don't see Marty early when it's 120 degrees.
Yep. Pass intended over the middle. Incomplete.
He's going to want that one back. He had number 1, Brock Ferguson, one of their senior playmakers, wide open and wasn't able to hit him. Some of that, I think, Blake, you can tell when you've been getting hit and pressured a lot, even when you don't have pressure in your face, I think you just feel it.
You feel pressure a lot easier, and your eyes come down to look at the pressure instead of keeping it, down the field, and so it really does affect your pass game.
3rd and 10 for the Mustang defense, showing blitz. Quarterback under pressure, running for his life. He's going to make, ooh, what a hit.
That looks spectacular there, going down, taking his knees. A little somersault there. Patrick Miller covering a lot of ground, making the play there. And quickly 4th down.
We might have just enough time here. If we really want to, we might have enough time to put another one in.
I think you're going to see us not call a timeout here and make sure we get the ball back.
Right.
And then use them on offense.
Do have Streeter back, but they have faked a punt. They're going to punt this one away. It's going to take a good Catoosa bounce.
Yeah. They utilize that rugby-style kick, and they're able to go away from us and use the wide side of the field. It's hard to cover that much territory. You sure would have liked to seen him be able to get to field that ball and save us 20 yards. But we're going to have a minute 7, 2 timeouts. Plenty of time. In high school football, the clock stops as you move the chains, so plenty of time.
1st down and 20 from the Mustang 20 as they move left to right. Vegas gold helmet, road white, and blue pants. Mustangs look sharp tonight.
Yeah, I like that look. I like the little white stripe on the pants.
I think this is a big opportunity for the Mustangs so you can kind of run your 2-minute offense without it being any harms.
Handoff up the middle. Still on his feet. Good gain for the Mustangs.
Probably going to make sure we get a 1st down here before we start calling timeouts and going crazy.
.47 and counting on the clock. Handoff again. Not much there.
Not going to get it.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. 36 and counting.
Brought down by number 61, Danny Rowe for the Indians.
Yeah, we're going to take it slow here.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be satisfied 20-0. Don't want to give up anything cheap here. Go into half, have a good talk, correct a few things, and come back out. We'll be kicking the ball away. So
hopefully Blake will be able to catch head coach on his way to the locker room. We'd love to get his thoughts on the first half. Mustangs are going to be content just to let the clock run out. The play clock is actually ahead of the game
we're going to have to
clock.
call a timeout or take a penalty, one or the other. Yeah, we're going to call a timeout.
They'll call a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. I'll be back with more right after this.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes.
On the sideline, Blake Salt hopefully can catch Coach Wagner, but he's a man on a mission too, Blake. I'm not sure if he...
Well, he's talking to Gabe Grazier. Gabe, a senior leader on the team.
Yeah.
They're probably talking about different looks they're seeing, and Gabe's kind of like an extra coach on the field.
Absolutely.
He said he would talk to me, but Gabe came up here.
Oh,
he's going to come back. He's going to come
back.
back.
All right.
He's loyal to me.
All right. Brother got to represent.
Coach,
Take it away.
We're going to look at us right here. All right, Coach. Pretty good first half. Up 20-0. What are you thinking?
Well, we missed the extra point. We shouldn't have done that, so I wasn't very happy there. And then on 3rd down, we got 3rd and 4, or whatever it is down here. We got a chance to go up 27-0. We get in the wrong formation. And so we end up going from 2 downs to get 9 yards to 4th and 9 after the lost play. So I wasn't very happy how we executed there. But Joe hit some big balls to keep some drives alive. We got to cut some penalties out. It's big for us to stay our down and distance. We need to stay on schedule. But our kids are playing really hard, and defensively we're really excited. Number 9 started at quarterback, and we didn't know who it was going to be, so that was a different dude. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it.
Thanks, Coach. We'll let you get in there.
I love it, man. He's a guy that's fired up. Mustangs are playing hard. Guys, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, the Stallion Battalion Marching Band is going to take the field. We'll be back with more right after this.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on ya. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you.
Men, time to be an all-star caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Okay, man, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. Cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Show the world that you're tougher than tough.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome to the home of the Catoosa Indians. The Mustangs are on top, 20-0. You have scripted a heck of a half of football for the Mustangs. They did miss an extra point on that third touchdown. What you see taking the field right now is the Stallion Battalion Marching Band. This past week competed at OBA. I think possibly first time in a really long time, maybe even school history, that the Mustangs went and competed. They actually won 6th place in Class 4A. So a heck of accomplishment for this group of students and their hard work. What we're going to do is just let the field mic take over, and you're going to get to enjoy the Stallion Battalion and their presentation of their show this year called Postcards from Spain. By the way, they'll be competing this Tuesday. Oologah actually hosts the Oklahoma Secondary Schools Activity Association marching competition. It's the OSSAA, and we'll actually be hosting that on Tuesday, so the Mustangs will get to march on their home field and compete on their home field. So excited about that. Here we are. It's the Stallion Battalion Marching Band and their show, Postcards from Spain.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to congratulate and the Catoosa tribe on our top 6 marching band achievement at the Oklahoma Bandmasters.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207, and go Mustangs!
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. That crazy noise you hear is my friend Grant Merrill that is on the phone getting ready for the Oklahoma Sports Prep post-game show. It's a mouth, Grant. I always think I say the words in the wrong order, but you guys do an incredible job covering high school sports all across the state of Oklahoma, and there's some great games tonight as well.
There are. I'm actually sitting here pre-gaming, and I'm eating barbecue. And you know, I'm eating with my arch enemy in the scoreboard business, Greg Merrick, who's the producer of Friday Night Finals on the Oklahoma News Network. So, Brent, the lion has been with the lamb tonight. We have dined together.
Making a peace offering. Hey, one of the games of interest I kind of had circled tonight, McAllister and Coweta. That's a big game in 5A, and it's actually been pretty close tonight, I think, as well. I think McAllister's on top at the moment, but that's going to be a good game to see how it comes down the end.
Yeah, last I heard McAllister had gone up by about 2 touchdowns. It was 15-2 at the last look on Scourdle, and so you know, that's a game where you know, Coweta has already been through a lot this week with the tornado hitting their high school campus, and there was a lot of speculation as to actually where that game would be played and what would happen. And McAllister does have the lead. Buffaloes have been great all year and looking to go undefeated tonight. You know, I'm hoping Coweta will come back in the second half and at least make a game out of it, because there's high expectations, and I think every sports writer I know that had the choice of where they were going tonight, they went to Coweta to watch that ball game.
Absolutely, because a lot of the Tulsa big schools are on the road. It's kind of east versus west again. And a score of note in the second half, Jinx on the road at Edmond Santa Fe, and Jinx is actually trailing there. Edmond Santa Fe 14, Jinx is 10.
Yeah, Edmond Santa Fe. Actually, Greg, that's sitting across from me, is an Edmond Santa Fe alumni parent, and he would be happy to know that they're up on top of Jinx 14-10 right now as they go into the third quarter. Another one we were looking at, 6A2, Brent, in some of your stomping grounds, Sand Springs trailing Bixby right now, 30-0. I mean, if anybody I thought had a chance of catching Bixby, it was Bobby Klink and the Sandites, but it doesn't look like that's happening right off. So,
man, I tell you what, Bixby, I think, can just beat anybody, including some college teams. They're just that good. Next year, they move up a class into 6A1, make it a little more tough, but they've also beat the number one team in 6A1 this year early in their season. Bixby's just a great program.
They are, and, you know, I don't know what Lord Montgomery's putting in the water over there, but whatever it is, we all need some of it, because they are absolute winners, and they are not having any problem running all over everybody. I think they're the best team in any classification. If you were to put them in 6A1 with the team they've got this year, they might just run all over everybody.
if you like following high school sports and program, there's an app called Skordle, Skordle, and they do a great job at that. They're also a part of your guys' broadcast that happens tonight starting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll be on the Sports Animal 97.1 coming up at 10 o'clock. We are doing our show on Thursday. I didn't name mine Friday Night Finals, so I can do it any game of the week, a day of the week I want. I'm just saying this because Greg's sitting across from me. But we will be on at 10 o'clock, 97.1 or 101.1 there in the Oologah area. And then, of course, you can watch us on the Skordle app because we do have the live stream, video stream of our show, and we will be happy if you want to watch us there, and on our Inside of Washoe Facebook Live page. So,
well, Grant, what you're having barbecue? Did you go the ribs, pulled pork? Which direction did you go tonight?
We went to Edmond, Steve's Rib. It's actually a great place. They've got a dining room, and then they've got kind of the sports bar area where all of us hooligans are hanging out tonight.
But what did you order? Like, I don't care where you're at. I'm like, want to know what you're eating. What'd you throw down?
I did the pulled pork with the loaded baked potato and a side salad. That is what I went after tonight. Pulled pork's not bad. I still think the best stuff comes off my smoker, but they did a pretty good job at least cooking for me tonight. So.
Statewide, 22 radio stations. Grant Merrill, it's Oklahoma. Say it for me, because I know I always get the words right.
Sports post-game
show.
I'm just going to rename mine Thursday Night Finals if you can't get this right, Brent.
Hey, Mustangs are on top, 20-0 on the road at Catoosa. We'll be back with more right after this. Hang on.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org and in 3 minutes you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Oologah on top of Catoosa 20-0 as we are about a minute 15 away from the start of the second half. The Mustangs in their road white jersey, that Vegas gold helmet, and the blue bottom pants. They look sharp tonight. And, guys, they look sharp on offense as well throughout the evening.
Yes, sir. We had 239 yards of total offense in basically 3 drives. 30 rushing attempts for 157 yards and 6 of 8 passing for 82 yards. And a lot of that 82 was on third downs to extend drives. So great job there. Aiden Trimble led the way, 17 attempts and 101 yards. And A.J. Streeter had 4 catches for 51 yards. Braxton Moore had 1 catch for 26 yards right up the middle. And A.J. also had a touchdown. So,
watching the Catoosa defense, they really did sell out to stop the run. And that just means they've watched tape on us. We've been very run-heavy the last couple of games, and it worked. It beat Skytook. It worked on the road last weekend at Miami. And so, hey, we're just going to put a bunch of guys in the box. I think the key to success tonight, other than just playing good Mustang football, is the passing game. We have been relatively balanced. I think we've got more yards rushing, but when you needed it, that passing game was there.
I agree. And when we were stopped on our last drive there, one of them was a penalty, but also they did a good job, like you said, of selling out, and they brought 8-9 people. And so I think they're going to say, hey, from this point on, we're not going to be accepting the run game. So interesting to see. We're going to kick off here, but interesting to see what we do when we get the ball.
Blake, a couple of penalties for the Mustangs could have been detrimental in the first half of play, but they found a way to make some big offensive motion happen and overcome that. Coach a little frustrated by that as he went in at halftime, and something we've got to correct in the second half, but more importantly in the next few games as we run this gauntlet of schedule.
Absolutely. Penalties can make you stub your toe and not be in the end zone. They can back you up 5 yards, 15, 10. They could really put a stop to your drive and all of your momentum, and that's something we need to clean up because the next few teams we're going to play are really good.
Absolutely. Any surprises from you guys in the first half?
I think just from a defensive standpoint, we've had several good showings the last 3 weeks. Being able to come out and put another shutout on the board gives the defense and Coach Rose some confidence. Not necessarily a big surprise, but good to see.
Yeah, he has brought pressure from the right side. I don't mean like right versus left. Let me put it this way. He's brought pressure from the correct side at the correct time just to keep those guys in third and long situation and really make them either punt or turn over on downs.
Yeah, and that's probably a testament to his film preparation, things he's seen on video, being able to make some quick calls and do a good job to get our kids in the situation to be successful.
Absolutely. This coaching staff has worked hard. Mustangs are fired up. We're about $1:23 left to go until halftime. And take just a minute to hit the share button as we are just moments away from getting started in the second half. The Mustangs are on the road at Catoosa, a big 4A3 district game for us. If you have playoff aspirations, you need to win one tonight. Take one more time out. We'll be back with more right after this.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
As the final seconds of the halftime clock click away, it's been a full halftime from Catoosa cheerleaders. Both marching bands certainly appreciate Catoosa and their hospitality in allowing both bands to march. Oologah has a big competition on Tuesday at the OSSAA competition. If they score a 1 there, that sets the table for the Super Sweepstakes, which I think is certainly very possible for John and Dave. We're looking at the stats from the first half, and Kevin, you just pointed out a big defensive stat for the Mustangs of what they were able to accomplish.
Yeah, I think it all starts with stopping the run. They had 10 rushing attempts for only 14 yards, but 29 yards total offense. That's a testament to our defense and tackling and being in the right spot. So just a great job by the Mustangs, and I think the recipe is for more of that in the second half.
All right. Gentlemen, we're set ready to play a third quarter of football. It's a big game tonight. Did you say it would be our third in a row win for the Mustangs if they can finish the job tonight?
Yep, 3 in a row. Gives you a lot of confidence going into, obviously, a rival in Wagner. And it just also helps the program. We need to get back to winning.
Sure, absolutely. Nate Morrow does the kickoff duties for the Mustangs. The Indians with 2 guys back deep to return the ball. We're set ready to start a second half of football. Pooch kick to the right side, and it's just going to go out of bounds. Wagner's going to throw his hands up like, what are we doing?
That was not what he called for, I promise.
We did not call for out-of-bounds right to get the second half started.
You never have to guess what Coach Wagner is thinking, where his emotions are. I want to guess he's not a good poker player, Blake.
No, I've never played, but I mean, I can bank on that he's not. I bet that he does not make a lot of money in the casino right over there.
Speaking of the casino, it is beautiful. They got a bunch of
Absolutely.
lights
They have
going.
got the LED showing galore. I think one of the hometown guys is playing over there this weekend. Paul Bogart, Oologah guy.
Yes.
Actually played football at Oologah. I think I saw he posted he was going to be at track 5 this weekend. Maybe wrong, but I knew it was coming up in his future schedule. Quarterback got a little bit of time, under some pressure. Going to run out of bounds. He'll gain about 5 on the carry. He does a lot of their heavy lifting. Russell Duggar, their quarterback.
And I think you're going to see them maybe put it in the air more, maybe get out on the run like that. Obviously, you mentioned they only had 29 yards of offense. They're looking to do something different, and they need to go down and score to give their sidelines and their stands a little jolt.
Yeah, momentum's a big thing. You kind of took a break at halftime, got yourself rehydrated. You want to come out and do something on your first possession. Screen pass. He's going to get the first down. Pick up about 6 more.
And something to think about here. This is third quarter. We all know what that means for Mustang football this season. We got to come out and have a good fourth quarter or third quarter, because if we let them come back and slowly climb back into this game, that means we're going to have a lot of work to do in the fourth.
Tell you what, momentum's a thing. If you watched the OU-Texas game last weekend, that momentum became a really big thing in that thing as Texas began to watch that ball game slip out of their fingers. Mustangs want to establish what they want to do, control the ball game, play some good defense. Quarterback back to pass. Kind of a miscommunication with his receiver. I think intended on the right side, number 25, Ivan Hankins. He just outran his route, so brings up 2nd and 10.
Good first down play for us, and we need to find a way to get off the field here. I'm going to be honest, we saw them go for it and fake a punt on their own like 30, 35. That's probably 4-down territory in this moment for them, thinking that they can pull some momentum here by going in and scoring a touchdown.
So 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Pass across the middle, intended for number 11, Aiden Taft, incomplete, 3rd and 10.
And we're lucky there. He was just off the mark as he was open, waited for him to clear the linebacker, which he did. Ball was just behind him. Third and long. Look for Coach Rowe to maybe bring some pressure here.
Absolutely. He's done it a lot tonight in those 3rd down and long situations. They've got 3 receivers, 2 of them to the far side of the field. Here comes that blitz on the right side. They're going to roll away from it. Pass intended on the right side, number 7, Colin Treat. Incomplete. 4th and 10 for Catoosa. And I'm going to bet you a double nickel they're going to go for it.
Yeah, there doesn't look to be any. No, he's waving them on now.
Yeah.
They thought about it long and hard.
About him.
And they faked it one side of this formation, so we got to be ready for that. I'm sure that's what the coaches are saying right now.
It's one thing to fake a 4th down and 4. It's another to fake a 4th and 10.
Yeah, you got to hit that thing wide open.
Yeah, and especially Oologah, Street's back there by himself. They put everybody up here in the box. They're prepared for it. They know they've already done it once tonight. High snap, kind of a pooch kick to the right side. There's nobody over there for the Mustangs, and it'll actually take a Mustang bounce out of bounds between the 41 and 42-yard line. So the offense will come over 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, great job there. High snap and some pressure forced him to kind of shank it a little bit, and they didn't even punt it for a 1st down. So good job by the defense, and let's go score.
I made this statement, and it's going to sound duh, you know what I'm saying? But Mustangs have won their games in the 4th quarter. I know all games are won in the 4th quarter, but we have found a way to find momentum in the 4th quarter. It would be nice to win this one in the first 3. Just be consistent, control what you want to do, don't turn the ball over, get 1st downs, hand off left side, Aiden Trimble.
Just a couple there. Again, I think you're going to see Catoosa, and now when they're run blitzing or they're trying to hit their gaps, you have an opportunity to hit that. If they miss a gap, you can hit a home run. But if they're wrapping up, it's going to be tough sledding for Aiden and the boys. So potentially look for us to open it up a little bit in the pass game.
10:42 and counting on the clock. Left in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs with 2 receivers to the wide side of the field, which is towards us. Hand off right side. You'll get a couple, but just not a lot there. We got a flag coming in.
Thrown in the area of holding. Anxious to see. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, going to be holding on the Mustangs, so they'll back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. They throw the flag roughly where the foul took place, and then they march back 10 yards. And boy, that starts to hurt you, especially if it was at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You're behind the chains a good 8 yards or so.
That's something Coach Wagner talked about when he talked to me here at halftime. He said, we got to stay, on schedule, and that's what this is talking about. You're off schedule here with 2nd and 20.
Catoosa shows a little bit of pressure from the offside.
Out of bounds. Good catch.
Good catch, but Braxton Moore reach out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down and 18, I believe.
Not a lot of plays you call. The success rate is high on 3rd and 18, so.
Most likely a predictable passing situation for the Mustangs.
And again, Coach Wagner talked about the kind of an unforced error that kept us from scoring in the first half, and a hold is another unforced error.
Joe back to pass, under pressure, gonna just tuck and run. Oh, that's a dangerous.
Good job by Braxton Moore there, turning into a defensive back, and
that could have given them good field position. Absolutely.
Yeah. Joseph's done a great job all game, but that's one that Coach Wagner's he's just trying to make a play, so you like that about it. But when you get your arm hit going forward, bad things can happen.
Nate Morrow does the punting duties and kickoff duties for the Mustangs, so Oologah will punt for the first time tonight, I believe.
Yes, sir. Both teams do a relatively quick offensive possession. And that's not a great punt either, so.
Pooch punt, going to go out of bounds about the 42, 43-yard line. So Catoosa will take over 1st and 10. A little bit of a chess match to get the 3rd quarter started. I want to talk about coming up just a moment, our Mustang Difference Maker of the Week. Some volunteers. Sometimes we want to recognize some of our great Mustang staff that just make things happen. Some of those unsung heroes just do a lot around the
It's a great place to
campus.
work. We have a lot of people that do a lot of things, and almost everybody does more than one thing. Everyone has an extra stipend they're getting for coaching or, doing student council or something.
Handoff comes this way. Looks like he'll gain maybe 3 on the play.
Good job by Eaton Trimble.
Cole Treat, the carrier for Catoosa.
They're going to give him a good spot. Looks like long 4, maybe 5.
Yep. Brings up, I think, 2nd down and 6 is what. 2nd down and 5. Two running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far side. Quarterback just going to keep it. Going to get a little bit of a gap.
The 3rd and a very short one.
He'll gain 4, so 3rd down and 1 for this Mustang defense that was pretty dominant in the first half. Only held Catoosa to just a handful of yards in the first half.
We brought some pressure on the quarterback's right side. I think he saw that, tucked it quick, and was able to get a positive 4 yards and bring up a 3rd and 1.
Duggar, the quarterback, will come in from the sideline side as he wanted to make sure he got the right play from the coach. 13 seconds and counting on the play clock with 8:56 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 1 for the Mustang defense. Boy, he had him, but he just didn't see him. 1st down and 10. Not sure who got in the backfield, but he had his eyeballs on the quarterback, which was his assignment to get, and just
it was Caden
went
Smith,
right past the runner.
Yeah, he was in the backfield almost too quick.
So 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Fumble.
Yeah, he's down.
You can't have your knee down and touch the ball, so they'll lose good 6 yards on that play.
And I will say, if you're not here, it hasn't rained since well before game time, but it is very humid.
It is.
The bleachers are very wet, and very slick. And so I know that ball in that field
absolutely.
is. So, yeah, it's pretty much 100% humidity.
Blake, is the turf slippery too?
Yes, it is, especially after it rains all day. The turf actually holds quite a bit of water, and that football will soak it up a lot, making it real slick.
2nd down, 15 for the Indian offense. A little bit of confusion in the backfield for the Indians. Handoff up the middle. Trimble will bring him down. He'll gain 5. 3rd down and 10.
Good hard running by Aiden Scraper. So we had Aiden on Aiden. Aiden tackling Aiden.
Big 3rd down for the Mustangs. Haven't been able to do a lot in the 3rd quarter. It's just a big formation for Catoosa. Everybody's in tight. Quarterback running right, looking to pass, got his tight end. But he's a good 5 yards shy of the 1st down, so it'll bring up 4th down and 5. I would definitely think Catoosa's probably thinking go for it on this side of the field.
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it. Connor Lynham with some good heavy pressure, and then you saw a lot of gold helmets rallying to the ball. So 4th and 4, big-time play for some momentum in this game when both teams offensively have been sputtering a little bit.
17 on the play clock. Catoosa up to the line again with that big formation. No receivers are out. Everything's in tight. Handoff up the left side. Oh, my goodness. And see, we talked about that slippery turf, and Streeter just slipped out from under himself, and just like that, the Indians are on the board.
Yeah, in a one-on-one situation in space like that, it puts puts AJ in a bad situation, and with a little bit of wet turf, you saw their offense.
Yeah, his legs just slipped right out from under him. The PAT ball down on the way, and it's good. So the Indians will put 7 on the board. Want to take time to recognize our Raising Cane's Mustang Difference Maker of the Week. And folks in our community, volunteers, teachers, support personnel, folks that just make the Mustang culture special. And the guy that, man, I've known him for a long time, went to high school with him. I think he's worked in district over 30 years. A guy named Jeff Cluck. And Jeff is appreciated by every department.
Yes.
And every camp or every building as well. He just does so many things for the athletics that go unseen, also for grounds and transportation. And, man, he's just one of a kind, a great guy. Our appreciation goes out to our Mustang difference maker, Jeff Cluck. We've also got a fun picture of Jeff from back in the day when he was in school. And, man, Jeff and his sister Lisa, they showed some beautiful hogs back in the day, or pigs, I guess.
Yeah. No, it looks like a Duroc there on the screen. He does a lot. One of the first guys I met when I got hired. Just has a great knowledge of Oologah, just the community, but the school. He knows where every power line and every gas line is, and just a great asset. And his wife, Tamron, is a big supporter as well. They had a daughter. She's doing some big things at OSU. She was a great student athlete and FFA student as well. So just a great family and big-time supporters.
Jeff and Tamron, thank you guys for all you do for this community. And Jeff was even a part of that tornado cleanup effort that took place back in the 90s.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Jeff on a skid steer in the hallway, just pushing debris down my hallway. He was a big part of getting back in the high school in time for the start of the year the next year.
Our Raising Cane's Mustang Difference Maker of the Week, Jeff Cluck. Mustangs have the ball, 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. You need to respond here. I know you've got a 2-score lead, but the Mustangs need to burn some time off the clock, need to say, hey, we're still in this. You need to move the football and do something with this possession.
And Blake, for me, it's about not shooting yourself in the foot with penalties. We had 5 in the first half, opened up the first drive of the second half with another one. Those can be drive killers.
Absolutely they can. Playing clean, disciplined football is one of the major components of being a winning team.
Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Keep in mind the turf is slippery, so you got to be careful. You do what you do, but you keep that in the back of your mind as well.
Yeah, and like I said, Catoosa's doing a lot better job against the run. They're really selling out. We're not getting it blocked up as good, but they're bringing more than we can block right now.
Mustangs going to run it this direction.
Great job
pick
there.
up about 4.
Yeah, good job by Ashton to kind of sneak through. There didn't look like there was a lot there coming our way, but was able to kind of sneak through and fall forward.
Big 3rd down and 3 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you stole the words right out of my mouth. Big-time 3rd down, momentum-wise. You don't want to kick the ball back to them right now. They just went down and scored. They're feeling good. We need to go score.
They have really sold out stop the run, where the Mustangs were pretty effective in the first half with the run. In the first possession of the second half, there just wasn't a lot there for us. 2 receivers to the far side. Hand off to Trimble. Met in the backfield, but he will carry across for the first down.
He is just so tough to bring down. We say it every week. He just falls forward. I don't think one time all season we've seen him not fall forward, and that was just individual effort on his part. He was met 3 yards shy of the first down.
That was a 4-yard gain, but it felt like a really big play.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Felt like a really big 4 yards for establishing what you want to do in this half. 4:42 as the clock continues to click in the third quarter. Mustang offense checking at the sidelines. Coach, what do you want us to do? I formation. Joe looking for Streeter. Kind of ill-advised pass, man. He threw it. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, and you can't have that. That's back-to-back drives. He's just kind of throwing it up for grabs, and Coach Wagner's not going to be happy about that. Looked like there's some miscommunication on the routes ran. Definitely looked wonky from the jump, and that was one of those you just got to eat and live to snap again another day.
Yeah, he threw that Colin Treat on the interception. He literally threw that into 3 jerseys. He's going to want that one back. So a turnover. It's the first of the night. It's the second turnover of the night.
Yeah, he had that other interception down on the goal line on 4th down.
You are correct. Second interception of the night. Catoosa will take over on the Mustang side of the field. Ball at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's a big drive for them and us. This is a big drive in the game. We're going to look back with 4:23 left in the second half here. Or excuse me, third quarter.
Keeper. He'll get maybe 3 on the carry. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
We've done a pretty good job all game long of containing that. It seems like they really like to run him, you know, in that power read look, but we've done a really good job of containing that.
2 receivers to the wide side of the field. They've got 1 to the far side. Pass. Over the right side. He'll break a tackle. Goodness gracious. Get knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for Catoosa.
Yeah, just a little too much cushion on that out route, and then 2 guys missed the tackle, and that's a big-time play for them. And man, they got to be feeling good. They were down 20-0 at half. They're looking to drive in and get within 6 points, and a little nervous moment for the Mustang faithful on the sidelines here.
Catoosa, that big package again. No receivers out. Everybody's in tight. Quarterback to his receiver. Getting behind the line. Maybe a loss. Colin Treat was a receiver there. Actually, they're going to say forward progress or give him 2 yards.
Good job by Ty Cherry there. His snaps have only increased as the season has went on, and a big-time play there out in space. We need a little Mustang magic, Blake. We need a little turnover. We'd take a penalty, but we'd like it to be something good that we did. But
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're just kind of caught back on our heels right now.
They've had some success out of this little tight formation.
2nd and 8 for the Indians. The tight end will go in motion. They have found something with that play that just kind of confuses our defense. 1st and 10 for Catoosa.
That could be something that they've never ran before, and Coach Rowe and the defense has never seen, and so that'd be something to look for maybe here in this third quarter break that they draw
Address
up.
them, yeah. One of the linebackers is just going to have to stay assigned to him because almost every time he moves in motion, and they may be using that to set up a pass play to the right side too.
Yeah, that's number 25, Ivan Hankins. He's a big-time playmaker for the Catoosa Indians.
1st and 10. Ball at the 19-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Brought down by a slew of Mustangs. He'll pick up a couple yards. Gabe Grazier will come in for the Mustangs, as well as Colin Schrader.
Second, maybe a long 7. It's a good opportunity for the defense to kind of keep them in 3rd and long and 3rd and medium. If we can make a good play here, and they're going to be back in that bunch formation. It's kind of somewhat what you see out of Bristow, kind of Houdini, who has the ball type of deal, and we haven't been doing a good job recognizing it, although we haven't seen this tonight.
They are going to send receivers every which direction but loose. Mustangs didn't have the numbers. Oh, a little bit of pressure. He's going to get away from him.
That's okay. Had an opportunity to get a big-time play, but forcing the pressure, 3rd and long.
Pass intended for Aiden Scraper, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down at 7.
Our sideline seems a little flat.
Need something to happen.
Coach Van Pelt's trying to get him fired up here a little bit. Good job staying onside there.
Quarterback's going to roll to the right. Got a little bit of pressure he doesn't see. Pass complete on the right side. Good for a Catoosa first down and goal.
Just too much cushion there for one of the big-time playmakers. I know he's shifty, calling treat, but you stick a little tighter than that on him. They're going to have first and goal from just outside the 5.
That's a situation, you kind of got to know where the sticks are at and know that that's all they got to get.
Big formation for the Indians. Everybody's bunched in. Handoff up the middle, number 22. Scraper, not a lot there. Matter of fact, he may even lose a yard.
Colin Schrader, first one he met in the hole. Good job.
Second goal from the 6.
You saw us do a good job last week down here on the goal line. At Miami, they were on the 3-yard line. Took them 7 plays to get in. So maybe we can muster up some sort of effort like that. But you're going to look at them coming wide this way, I bet. Yep, they're wearing that play out.
Coming around to the tight end. Mustangs were ready for it that time. Nothing there.
Much better.
Maybe gain of a half yard. 3rd and goal.
They're going to let the clock tick out. It's going to take us to the 4th quarter.
So between the quarter break, it's one of my favorite segments we like to call How Cool is Kevin? He's the high school principal, walks the hallways. Here's a lot of stuff. And here's a lot of verbiage that youngins these days like to use. My kids use it at home. I'm like, wait, what'd you say? So here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
I mean, you're averaging about 2 a week, 2 out of 3. So I'm feeling good tonight.
Yeah,
you got this?
I got it.
How cool is Kevin? And these words actually courtesy of Blake because he's a lot cooler than Brent is. You know what I'm
saying? We'll see. Remains to be seen.
All right, so here we go. Blake, is it Boolin?
It's Boolin.
Boolin. All right, what's Boolin mean?
Boolin?
Boolin. B-O-O-L-I-N. Boolin.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say Boolin is like suspect or questionable.
No, that is not what it means. It actually means if you're like chilling or just hanging out with somebody, you're just booling.
I'm just booling.
Seems like something you made up.
It's not. That's a real word. Promise, look it up.
All right, so I think we've used this word, but I'm not sure. Slay.
Yeah, we have. But that's something slays. That means it's like that's slaying. It's a really good thing.
It don't count. I've already used it.
Yeah.
Out of the mud.
Out of the mud?
Yep, out of the mud.
Good gravy. I don't know.
It's like rags to riches.
Out of the
so
mud.
like like if you grew up and you didn't have anything and then now you're on top of the world, you're came out of the mud.
Yeah. Like Catoosa's done in the second half, you know what I'm saying?
They are out of the mud.
They are out of the mud.
Man, I'm not going 2 for 3 tonight.
I'll give you a bonus question here
These
in
are
a second.
hard.
Yeah, when Blake writes them, what do you think? 3rd down and goal for the Mustang defense. Quarterback back to pass, got his guy, touchdown. Boy, how do you like that? Had a 20-0 lead at halftime, and you've let them creep back into this thing.
Yeah, and it's going to be under a touchdown because we missed that extra point. Coach Wagner talked about that. Kind of a pivotal point of the game here, and we have to go score. They've marched down kind of at will with some big plays. They got a good field goal kicker, so I expect them to get this lead cut to 6.
Ball down, kick on the way, and it's blocked.
Wow.
Wow. Well, we'll swap missing PATs, and boy, maybe that's just the boost of energy you need.
Looked like Colin Schrader got to that.
Yeah.
Big-time play, and we needed that for sure. I know that doesn't seem like a big play. That keeps it at 7, and definitely gets our sidelines and our fans a little fired up. So maybe we get some good field position here.
All right. So your last question, I'll give you because I
Give
had
me-
already given you
Slay, yeah.
I'd already given you that. So how cool is Kevin? Whip. What's a whip?
A whip's like your car, your ride.
That's pretty impressive because I didn't know that one.
Good job.
Good job.
You got that one.
Yeah.
So what did he score tonight? 1 for 3?
1 for 3. That's Hall of Fame in Major League Baseball. Just saying.
No cap.
Just saying.
Well, the Mustangs are booling with a touchdown lead, 20-13.
Booling might be the worst word we've used all year. I'm just going to.
No, that was Blake's word.
No offense.
You're just mad because you didn't know what it meant. They just screwed up your percentage.
I honestly don't.
Your cool percentage went down because of the word booling.
Maybe it did.
It is a humid night at Catoosa High School. Their stadium a little bit darker than usual. They're going to kind of pooch it to the onside. Mustangs will let it run out of bounds.
A good job there. That was a smart play. That was a scoop, but also designed. If he didn't get his hands on, it looked like Caden Smith, that was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
He was just wanting to get the ball out of bounds because that was not necessarily an onside, but they were going to take it if they could. So good field position. We need a big play. They've really done a good job getting us a 3rd and long. They've kind of stifled our run game. We need a big play.
We've shot ourselves in the foot. JoJo going to keep it up the middle. Not a lot there. Gain of a yard. But that was out of the Wildcat, wasn't it? That was Trimble.
Yeah.
My bad.
Good job, number 1, Brock Ferguson for Catoosa, and number 38, Brandon Ball. Meet and Trimble just across the line of scrimmage. So, again, first down has really kind of been kicking us in the foot, Blake. We've only gained a couple yards every first down we've had at the second half.
Yeah, I think because we're going to that run game, and just like you said, they're bringing 7, 8, 9 guys and just loading the box and just coming at us. It makes it a lot harder to run the ball.
He gone to midfield.
Yeah, that was a good job by the offensive line. There was a huge hole there. Your whip could have got through that hole. But you saw them grabbing his jersey as he hit the line of scrimmage. He was able to get a big gain. And we've had good success once we've been able to get a first down. I think we've scored every time. So hopefully we can continue to move as the band throws out some fun footballs and water jugs and T-shirts to the fans.
Mustangs will stay in the Wildcat formation with Trimble. He's going to come this way. Gain about 4.
Again, number 38, Brandon Ball for the Catoosa Indians. I feel like he's been in on half their tackles at least. He's a big-time playmaker for them on defense.
In the 4th quarter in Miami, they just put the ball in Aiden Trimble's hands and said, go finish. He was able to get it done. Similar situation here. They're just leaving Aiden in that Wildcat situation. They've got Joe Griswold out as a receiver to the far side. Trimble up the middle. He'll pick up a long 2, maybe 3. Leaves you 3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3. Interesting to see Coach Wagner does here. Do we stay in this look?
It's looking like we're going to stay.
Still got 18 on the play clock, so plenty of time.
Wildcat formation. Trimble up the middle. Man met him in the backfield. I don't think he got it. He's going to be a yard short.
Nope. Again, that was my guy, Brandon Ball for Catoosa. But he was able to rock forward and probably talk us into going forward on 4th and a yard.
Yeah, I think the Mustangs will stay on the field.
You know, one really good thing about us being in this package and just running the ball is the clock is ticking very quickly.
Absolutely.
And stays running.
Yeah, if we're able to punch it in here, the clock's going to be down probably at that point below 5-6 minutes. This is a huge
4th down. They're going to bring everything. Trimble's just going to lean forward. Think he's going to get across the 40.
Going to be close. They feel good about it. I don't know if he got there.
All depends on the spot. You're on the road.
They're not even going to measure.
They're not even going to measure it. Oh, let's just go ahead and move it back.
Yeah, I couldn't really see much. I know he went into a ball of players there, but it sure looked like we were a lot closer to the 40 than that. That's a big-time play by Catoosa.
And that's the momentum we're talking about. You can feel it. It's definitely not on this sideline.
Sand slipping through your fingers. 1st and 10 for the Catoosa Indians. They're down by a score with 8:56 left to play in the 4th quarter. Mustang defense needs something big to happen here. Quarterback's just going to keep it.
Good job there by Ty Cherry. He had a lot of room to run if Ty didn't bring him down, but still a good 5-yard first down play by Catoosa.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Indians.
I feel like we need a great individual effort, not necessarily a turnover, but a big-time maybe sack or a big-time tackle because we need some juice.
Quarterback under some pressure. He's going to get out of it. Boy, that ground's just wet. He'll pick up about 3. Going to bring up 3rd down and a long 1. Guys, we have not played well in the 3rd quarter in the last several games. We've won some close ball games in the 4th quarter, and it's in the 4th quarter. Somebody needs to tell the Mustangs, hey, 3rd quarter's over. 3rd down and 2.
Big time play for the game here, obviously.
This is
Clock's
huge.
under 8 minutes.
Mustangs are showing blitz. Going to go to that tight end around the end. Yeah, he's just going to fall forward.
They've utilized that play. Goodness, 6-7 times this half.
Well, it picks him up a chunk of yardage every time they do. 1st down and 10 for the Indians. Boy, they gave him a great spot. Ball at the 47-yard line. First set of downs for the Indians. 7:23, the clock is ticking. Mustangs bring pressure.
Oh, he was able to
Holy
get that
cow.
off. Same result.
Ivan Hankins be the intended receiver. Quarterback was lucky. That actually something worse didn't happen.
Great job by the Mustang defense. Going to lose
5, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 5 yards.
Bring up 2nd down and 15.
This is where if you want to go make the playoffs, you're going to look down right here. 2nd, 15.
Yeah.
We got to get off the field on defense.
You've
or
got
hold
the
them.
lead, but you've lost the momentum. You haven't been able to do a lot offensively in the 2nd half. Mustang showing a blitz. Quarterback's going to keep it. Ty Cherry's going to slow him down so some other guys can help out. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, probably a 4.
Yeah, that's a big time 10, 11 yards right there just on a basic quarterback keep up the middle. And definitely 4-down territory for them now.
Going to bring in our big guys. It's a big down. We're going to bring those guys in for the D-line.
Scoreboard says 3rd down and 3 for the Mustang defense. 5:55 and counting. One receiver to the far side. They've got 2 to the near side of the field as Catoosa moves left to right.
Play clock's down to 4.
Quarterback under some pressure. He'll get it away.
Oh, no, that
man.
was not catchable, and that was not pass interference.
Ty Cherry going for a piggyback ride, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
This looks like a situation where maybe, I don't know, you don't want to speculate. He was maybe not the best vantage point to see that from.
I was going to say, it comes from the far side. This official on this side had a better look at it because Ty could have been making a play on the ball.
You know, it did. He was on the receiver there, but he was making a valiant effort for the football, you know, and not just playing the man.
Ball was
so interesting to see.
Yeah, it wasn't thrown catchable for the receiver.
That's disappointing. We had some good pressure on him there and just let him off the hook with a penalty.
Boy, I sure hope that don't turn around to bite you. 5:32, Mustangs lead by a touchdown. You haven't been able to do a lot offensively in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, we remain scoreless. We're scoreless thus far in the 4th quarter. First set of downs for Catoosa. Handoff, left side, number 22. He'll pick up a couple. Aiden Scraper on the carry. Clock continues to roll.
The band trying to get everybody fired back up.
Catoosa plays in this tight formation where they don't send any receivers out. Mustang showing blitz. Receiver end around on the right, on the left side. Colin Treat.
Late flag there. Interesting to what that was. That was thrown from deep. Oh, face mask. They're going to call a face mask.
And penalties, we've talked about it. Penalties will kill you.
They're talking about it.
Face mask. Yep. He'll look at Darren and tell him.
And it just feels, as a defense right now, it just feels like just nothing can go our way.
Right.
You know, you can just see that in their body language.
Is that a 5-yard penalty?
Looked like that's what they marched off.
So 5-yard face mask. Tight formation. 2nd down and 2 for Catoosa. Quarterback overthrows his receiver.
That's a tough throw on the run, but he had him open, so that's a break for the defense.
Carson Touche.
When you have 2nd and short, you have those kind of opportunities. Not necessarily a throwaway play, but you have an opportunity to go for a big play there where you're kind of left with 3rd and a long 1, maybe short 2.
Touche, the intended receiver.
Clock is a factor. 4:34 left in the game.
3rd down, a long 1 for the Indians. Had him in the backfield, let him go. He'll get the 1st down and then some.
Another flag
comes in.
Let's be a hold.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings. Should be real honest, partner.
It looks like that's what they're going to call is holding.
Holding.
We will take it.
Yep, holding on Catoosa. That'll back him up.
That's a big 10-yard penalty.
It's a big 10-yard penalty.
Going to take them from getting a 1st down to 3rd and, 10 or 11.
You know, this still is 100% 4-down territory, though. They're with the clock.
Clock's running.
Factor, yeah.
Absolutely.
Below 4.5. This is the ball game, really.
3rd down and 11 for the Catoosa Indians. Could be a costly holding penalty for them. 4:17 as the clock continues to tick.
For some reason, the play clock has not started.
Mustang defense has been solid the last 3 outings. Need a big play, showing blitz. Quarterback going to scramble to his right. He'll wrap him up, keep him short of the 1st down. Pass complete on the right side. Colin Treat, that's the guy they want to get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and again, he's fast, but we've just been giving him a little too much respect all night, and that play's been there for them over and over.
Here we go.
4th
this is it.
down and a long 2 for the Indians.
This is the game right here.
Mustang fans are on their feet. Mustang show blitz. Hand off in the backfield, and they got him.
Oh, no.
The quarterback kept it, didn't he?
Good gravy.
Oh, my goodness.
Colin Treat is down, though. He looks to be in some pain.
I celebrated way too
I
soon,
did too.
partner.
You got me excited.
Man, juke me. My apologies to the Mustang faithful that got all excited. Yeah, there's an injured player down for Catoosa. And Catoosa has a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from about the 12, so they can get a 1st down between here and the end zone. Boy, how do you like that?
Had some big-time pressure in the backfield, and just good job by them making a play.
Both stands are kind of quiet in this moment. Colin Treat's been a big player for them, be a costly injury for them if they were to lose him at this point in the ball game. Clearly, we've got a pretty good time out on the field. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
The Mustangs had them on the ropes. 4th down. Catoosa managed to convert 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. The injured players helped off the field. And here comes the Mustang defense. 3:26 left to play. Mustangs have a touchdown lead. It feels big, Blake.
It is big. I mean, they're running the clock really low. So if they were to score here, there's just a lot riding on this set of downs here.
Yeah, but each team has 3 timeouts, so there's still a lot of game left.
Mustang defense shows a little bit of confusion. Quarterbacks
Gonna pick up 4 or 5 there. That's just a simple swing pass, getting it out to one of their athletes, kind of trying to turn the corner.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Clock running, 2:50. And they can get a 1st down.
Quarterback's going to keep it, not a lot there. Looks like they'll give him a half a yard.
Good job by Braden Langbean. I think he really wanted to give that ball off, but
Sure.
he kind of fumbled the snap, and so the running back had passed him up already. So that might be our chance, Blake. We need to hold him here. We got 3rd and, 6?
It says 3rd and 4 on the scoreboard. That doesn't look like 4.
No.
But I'm at a wonky angle. 3rd down and 5.
Going back to their bread and butter, that tight formation, putting somebody in motion.
Quarterback to pass,
Oh, he's
got
wide
his guy
open.
in the end zone, touchdown.
So here's a big moment. Will they go for 2 and go for the win right now, or are they going to kick the extra point and tie it up at 20?
I think they're going to kick. There's still 1:55 left, but remember, we did block.
Right. So this is huge. This is a big opportunity for us because special teams can make you or break you.
You're Catoosa. You've got the momentum.
Oh, bad snap. Got to get him
How
on the
about
ground.
that?
He's going to try to throw it. Oh, no.
Snap. Boy, a botched play turns into a 2-point conversion, gives Catoosa a 1-point lead, and you've got a $1.55 to answer.
We got to go score now. That kind of puts the writing on the wall. And that's just the way the second half has went tonight, guys.
This is the opportunity. This is really, truly, this is what you play for. These are the moments you dream about at night, the chance to go win a ball game. This is 1:55. You got 3 timeouts. You just got to go score.
You just got to go score.
Yeah, I mean, just all it is just you got to find a way. You got to want it more than those Indians do. And this is just huge. I mean, this is whether or not you're going to get to go to the playoffs, potentially. I mean, that's what's all riding on it. Your season's riding on these set of downs here in the 1:55.
Yeah, I agree. In some ways, we still have all the pressures on us, but you know what you got to do now. There's no overtime. You're either going to go down and drive and win the game, or you're going to go down and not score and lose the game. So it all starts with a good return. You got to field the field the kickoff, get a good return, and then get going.
Ashton Wright is the deepest Mustang back. He's at the 10. I would encourage your front line guys, be on point.
Yeah, they've done a little bit of everything. They've kicked it deep, they've kicked it short, they've squibbed it.
They understand what's on the line as much as we do.
You would think they would kick deep here.
Yeah, good call there, Blake. It's going to be over his head. Good out of bounds. Yep. A little fortunate there, but we'll take it. We'll start at the 35.
You haven't been able to pass the ball very effectively in the second half. You need to shake all that off. You need to go out and do what works for you.
65 yards. JoJo's got to take us there. It's a big time to grow up here.
Plenty of time. 3 timeouts. Clock stops, obviously, for out of bounds. Clock stops at least momentarily to reset the change. So as of right now, the clock's not a big time factor. Just need to not have any negative plays and just start chipping away.
A field goal wins. You don't want to put that kind of pressure on your special teams.
Or misaligned.
Wagner's on the field yelling. Joe, a little bit of time back to pass. Got Ashton Wright, but he'll get.
We'll take it. 6 yards.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need. We're on schedule now. 2nd and 4.
You got a lot of options out of 2nd and 4. 1:38, the clock continues. Mustangs with 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. Joe under some pressure. He'll be sacked.
He did good not to get rid of not to give up the ball there.
He looked like he wanted to try to get that out, and he did the smart thing. So the Mustangs will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Men, time to be an all-star caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
3rd down and 10. The Mustangs were setting at 2nd and 5. Kind of a botched play. JoJo is sacked. 3rd down and 10. You've got another down that you can utilize, but you got to do something here.
Yeah, we got to get into like a 4th and 3, 4th and 2 situation where we have options to run the football, where they can't just drop back and cover every pass.
Joe with a little bit of time, looking to Streeter. He's got him at the 40 and out of bounds. 1st down and 10 and a whole lot more.
Big time play there because they pressured him and they put some hands on him down the field, and for him to break away and then able to keep his concentration. And big time throw there by Joseph Blake.
Joe had some size on him. Mike Barnett was in coverage for the Indians. Flips the field. Mustangs 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Big 3rd down play.
They're saying he stayed in bounds.
Joe with some time to pass. He's going to go that direction again.
Bit underthrown. Good job by Joe. Getting over the top of number 7, Colin Treat back in. Looks like he's got a little cramp maybe. No harm, no foul though. Clock stops.
That's trust between a quarterback and a receiver. That's just Joe. He's just looking for AJ because he knows he can go up and get it.
Yeah. And he had a chance there. If he can throw it on that outside shoulder, we had a little better chance.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball the 36-yard line. There's a whistle.
They're going to call
Catoosa's going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Mustangs have 2 timeouts with a $1:04 on the clock. Catoosa has 2 timeouts. They have a 1-point lead. The Mustangs have the ball, 36-yard line. At some point, you can let them snap the ball, right? Catoosa defense late to get on the field. The Mustangs are ready.
And Blake, do you have any idea of Jackson Burchett's range on a field goal?
I do not know. I don't know that answer.
1st and 10. 2nd and 10. JoJo back to pass. Looking again deep for Ashton Wright. It's intercepted.
Threw it up.
It's intercepted. Colin Treat. He's made plays for him all night long. Guys, you were up 20-0 at halftime. And, man, you just couldn't get it done in the 3rd quarter. Momentum slipped away from you, and now I don't even know that you have enough timeouts to stop it.
You do potentially have enough time for them to at least force it. You have a few ticks.
Yeah.
But then they could just kick it out of bounds, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have enough to stop it, but on the punt, I don't know that you're going to get enough for that to matter.
Yeah, taking that sack and having to use that timeout.
Yeah, it was costly. They're going to call false start, back them up a little bit.
It's going to back them up half the distance, take it to the 3.5.
So this is a chance. I mean, you
get a safety
here.
Yeah, that's our only chance. It's our only chance. They're in the shotgun. We need to get some pressure.
I would expect Coach Rose is going to send them.
And we need a bad snap, a botched handoff. We need something.
You would wonder if they maybe try to go under center or something like that here to eliminate those mistakes.
No, but I bet they're just going to go straight quarterback run here, I would guess.
Handoff up the middle. Nothing there. Mustangs will call timeout. Boy, not a lot clicked off the clock either.
Yeah, no gain on the play. 53.9 seconds.
You got one more timeout. You hear the Stallion Battalion in the background? Nope, correction. They're watching kind of with jaws dropped like everybody else.
Okay. Still got a chance.
2nd down and 13 for the Indians.
Need a big-time effort here by the defensive line probably, or one of the linebackers screaming through to get some pressure.
Ball's on the 4-yard line.
We need a safety.
Quarterback is in the backfield by himself. Mustangs show pressure. Aiden Trimble showing blitz. They're coming at him. He's going to get away.
Not going to get the first down, though.
He'll get out to the 12. That brings up 3rd down. 4, 5.
We're going to save our timeout.
And make them punt it.
This play, yeah.
Hopefully make them punt it. But, again, just too many mistakes, whether it was penalties or turnovers in the second half. Just unable to get anything going offensively.
So there's going to be about 6 seconds on the clock when it stops.
The potential to take probably the delay of game here and let it run down as much as possible.
Or timeout, maybe. Yeah, they're going to call timeout.
Yep. 7:05. It's 3rd down and 5.
The thing here is if you can click enough time off the clock here, more than just a couple seconds, you're going to be able to snap it and punt it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And the game's over.
Or those guys, even you just snap it and you just kind of got to run around. You've seen that some in college. You know, you snap it to the quarterback and he runs around until he hears that buzzer and then just slides.
Yeah, it's nothing to take 7 seconds off the clock in a play, so the Mustang defense is going to have to be on point. And you want a coach to be able to call timeout as soon as possible. So you're going to have a punt return option. It's about all you got. Third down and 5, 7.5 seconds left to play. The Mustangs had a commanding lead at halftime, have not been able to do much in the second half. They trail by 1. Mustangs show blitz. Got him down. Timeout. You got 3.4 left.
You're basically going to have to sell out to block the punt here.
Right, because all he's got to do is kick this out of bounds. He's got to get the kickoff and kick it out of bounds, and they'll win the game. However, just like you're saying, if we send all 11 or have one guy back, send 9, then we could potentially get a block and maybe a return if we don't block it. But they should just kick this one out of bounds.
But again, and we've shown it, and they've shown it. Anything can happen on special teams, whether it's a different snap.
Sure.
You know, punter, lots of things could go wrong here.
I mean, you're close enough here to the end zone that you potentially could even get a safety on a bad snap.
Yeah.
You know, something like that could happen.
Yeah, he's going to be backed up on his goal line.
You need some fingers crossed and some Mustang magic. So the table is set with 3.4 left to play, 4th down and 6 for Catoosa.
Yeah, he's in his end zone. So a holding call here.
Yeah.
Or a bad snap. And that's a safety. They're going to burn a timeout, looks like.
They want to talk about it. Fall break for Oologah High School. Students will be out of class tomorrow.
Yeah, they were out today, tomorrow, and on Monday. A little 5-day break if you count the weekend.
And then next Friday out on a
remote day.
learning.
So they'll have some schoolwork, and they'll also have some ICAP to do for the counselors, but will not be reporting to school.
Mustangs at home next Friday night as district rival Wagner comes to town. Wagner usually sits atop our district. This year that honor goes to Grove. They're still sitting undefeated. Wagner stubbed their toe a couple of times. How the Mustangs respond coming out of tonight really sets the tone for what they do next Friday night.
Absolutely. Grove with a 48-0 win over Skytook. Their punter scooted up some. Good snap. Going to return this. That's a low. Oh.
Yeah, and clock's expired.
We needed to get on that quicker.
Yep. And just like that, the Mustangs let one slip away. Golly, guys. Hurts my heart. Especially when in the first half you were able to do whatever you wanted to do. You scored your first 3 possessions. Man, you just let one get away.
Yeah, no other real way to say it. They did a great job, had some great adjustments on defense. We were unable to run the ball. And really between that and some timely penalties and turnovers, you're seeing that. You know, just kind of a wonky play, too, to get a 2-point conversion out of a bad snap on a field goal.
Yeah, you had him, and, man, just happened to look up and have a guy in the end zone. Well, the Mustangs are at home next Friday night. Wagner comes to town. Then we'll head to Cleveland the following week for a little road game as the Mustang faithful file out of the stands for our engineer, Rick Fisher, our camera guy, Brett Wigington. Blake Salt's on the sidelines. Kevin Hogue does color. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on the air next week at 6:30. Gentlemen, any concluding thoughts before we head home?
Just feel like I've been punched in the gut.
Yeah.
We had that game in hand. Winner of this game kind of controls their destiny as far as district play and getting into the playoffs. And, man, that's a tough one. That one's going to sting for a while.
Blake, what about you?
I think Blake's already off the field. Blake, yeah.
Blake's out. Mic drop. He's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, for the entire broadcast team, thanks for joining us tonight. We will be on the air next week at 6:30 at home for the Advanced Home Tailgate Show. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. For the entire Mustang broadcast staff, we will see you next Friday night.